Hello and welcome in everybody. We are here on the Valley, the old farm. This is our $10 million sheep challenge. If y'all want to follow along, I will give you a little brief of how I set everything up. We'll go ahead and look at that. Came in on hard or whatever it is, start from scratch. There it is. Kept the 500,000. I believe there's a $200,000 loan too. Yes, there is $200,000 loan. Let's just go ahead and leave that. No big deal there, I guess. So basically what you do is make $10 million from sheep, and that's why that number in the top left there says 0/10 million of 10 million or something like that. We got to get that number up to 10 million from sheep only. So selling off sheep, sheep meat, lamb or something like that, wool, even clothing, because wool goes into clothing, and I believe even dairy products too, as long as I get into some dairy sheep. That's the only thing that's going to count towards that number. Now we can make money from other things to help grow our farm and expand that, and we'll have to end up doing that because I don't think I'm going to profit a bunch from sheep right off the bat. But we do have $500,000. Let's look at buying some land and getting started. One thing I like to do with these fun little challenges is try to use the stuff that's built into the map the most, and there's actually a spinnery right down here, and there's an open plot of land right here. We're going to go ahead and buy that 103. That's $85,000. Guess I should have planned this out a little better. I didn't realize it was that much, but we'll jump on over there and check that stuff out, see what kind of land we're working with. Here's the plot of land I got. We're going to go ahead and start building something on it. $414,000 left. I'm not too worried about decorations or anything like that. I need to figure out what to do as far as getting sheep in and taking care of those sheep. So we may need more fields. Yeah, it's definitely looking like we're going to need some more fields. Ooh, this one's pretty nice over here. I wonder if there's actually any grass fields already, because that's a potato field about to be harvested. We're ready to almost harvest. That one's got a big hill on it. I definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to have to get something with high horsepower to handle that. There's something going on over here at 78. Not bad, not bad. The spinnery is actually right here. Let's see if I can find a grass field anywhere. I definitely don't want to be too far away. This one right here actually doesn't seem very far at all. Field 87. There we go. Let's see how much that's going to cost us. So our plot of land's over here, and then field 87 is right here where my blinking person's at. Let's see how much that costs. That does cost, whoa, $269,000. You got to be kidding me. So if I go ahead and get that, let's take another look over it. If I go ahead and get that, I won't need to do anything fancy with it as far as plowing, planting, or anything like that. So it's kind of like ready to go, and we'll be able to harvest next month on the grass. A little bit down the road, I mean, I can see my plot of land all the way from here. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Wait a second. 87 and 88 look a lot alike as far as this top map view. Let's see here. What is 88? 88 wasn't grass. Oh, yeah, 88 is grass. But that comes into the whole issue of it's on a huge slopey hill here. Geez, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I might actually just buy them both. Let's see about that. Let's go ahead and buy 87. Definitely going to get that. I want that for sure. Buy. Let's get everything I need to mow. And oh gosh, dang, $145,000. That's not looking good at all. Yeah, let's get everything I need to mow. Hopefully I get everything I need to mow. First thing I'm going to do is look through the sales item stuff, and I think this might actually be fine. I mean, it's not exactly the route I want to go. I want to go with bells, but this is probably the cheaper route for right now is get that forage wagon. And it does have a high capacity, and that's one thing you'll see me do is use high capacities throughout this series. I do work a lot, so I don't have much time to play, and high capacities kind of help with that. Now, let's see here. I ain't going with any special theme, any special tractor, anything like that. Whatever's on sale, whatever's available is kind of what I'm going with. I do have a thing where I was doing crazy colors on my 0 to 100 million. Kind of like that idea a little bit here too. Maybe. Let's go with, oh, I didn't change the rim color. There we go, navy blue. Oh man, that all costs a lot of extra money. Hold up. Let me not do that. Let's just go with what it's looking like right here. Save a little bit of money. Every little bit counts. So $11,151. There we go. We won't do no crazy color thing on here. Now, unfortunately, all I got is John Deere tractor here. And why I say unfortunately, well, I love John Deere. I know a lot of people don't. So what do we got here? We got a Kloss. No, don't got enough money for that. Got some more John Deeres in here. Nothing else on sale really, but this is actually looking pretty good. 228 horsepower option. Of course, I got to upgrade the engine. Extra $10,000. Yeah, we're going to go with this. This 4955 John Deere. We'll leave it standard, I think. I don't know. I feel like I need to put something else on that back tire there. Okay, front weight. Front weight's not bad. Wait, where's that front weight at? It didn't even change. I ain't even seeing the front weight. Pop in. Oh, well, I like the front weight, though. That's going to help pretty good. We're going to do something with the wheels, though. Wheel weights. Got the rear twin wheels. I don't care about twins. I like the wheel weights, though. And let's look for a different tire. I don't like it sticking out like that, like it needs the second tire to it. And I don't think there's any way around that. Looks like rear twins is probably going to be the way to go. Ooh, there's wides. Okay, no, we're going to leave it. We're going to go with it. I don't want the duals or anything like that, but I do want the wheel weight on there. I know that helps out quite a bit. So $55,000 for all this. Oh, front loader option. That is cool. We'll definitely do that. because I need something with a front loader. We'll go ahead and drop the plate off of here. I ain't gonna worry about that. I think I left it on the other trailer. But $57,257, we will buy that. Okay, what do we got up next? We need something to actually mow, but we only got $74,000 left to our name. That's not looking too good. 2 items, no grass to mow yet. Got a field to mow, I guess, but it's a start. Let's see what we can buy for real cheap though. Let's go ahead and maybe try out this Kubota here. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money. It's $55,000 the way it is right now. Put that extra on there, up to $20,000 extra. Gosh, nope, definitely don't have enough money. I mean, I'm like $32 short, I think. I did my math right there. Yeah, no, not looking good. And I don't know if there's any collectibles on this map. I got no rule against leasing either, so maybe I'll lease this equipment whenever it comes around to that time. But I'd like something with the swath dropping in there, so it's one less step I got to do. Just going through the sheep pens I have available, trying to make a plan here, but it's looking like I may need to end up getting something for water. No big deal there. We'll definitely get something for water, and it will be free water, of course. Yeah, so I'm nowhere near enough money to buy a mower. Looking like we are going to lease, so let's go ahead and finish adding stuff we need to add here. Like I did think a little more, thinking about this tractor, I need to get a front loader attachment, some pallet forks on it. That way I can move these wool pallets or even milk pallets. I'm not sure exactly how well these work out or what all they do, but I do know we're going to have some pallets that need to be moved. So let's finish getting everything ready here and actually get something in for sheep, and then we'll look at leasing next month whenever our field is ready to harvest. Unfortunately, it looks like the front loader attachment for that tractor is $15,000. Yes, $15,000. I guess John Deere's just an overpriced piece of junk, right? I'm sure some of y'all probably already dropped that in there. No, it's all good. Let's see what else costs a lot of money. And very simple here, $1,700 for pallet forks. I think we'll be good there. This is what we're going to go ahead and get for water. $600 free water pump. Basically drilling all the way down to the ground, getting water out of the ground for free, right? Why not? And of course, to move that water, I need to buy some more equipment. I'm gonna go with this TARDIS Liquid XL. We'll buy that $7,500. It holds 200,000 liter capacity. No special changes to the paint color though. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know which mod pack this is. I downloaded a few mod packs of dairy sheep, and this one does the wool, this one does the milk also. We're gonna go both routes here. There is this one right here for $12,000. This one should do the wool. We'll go ahead and place that in right there. I will try to remember to update and put in a mod list in the description. Let's go ahead and place this in right here with it. I'm trying to get it up against that fence just right. Just perfect. I don't know. Good enough, I think. As long as I don't look too close to the fence, we're good, right? But those do hold 200 sheep. That is actually quite a bit, and more than I really need right now, or need at all, because we got nothing going on here. Here's actually what I was wanting to try to do. I was wanting to put in this water pump thing right here, automatic water for animals and greenhouses. I didn't realize this had animals. I've never used it for animals in the past. I've only used it for greenhouses. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna place this in right here somewhere. I don't think it really matters. So we'll drop it in right here next to this building, make it kind of look like it goes with this. That's gonna be 1 billion liters of water. And I believe it's going to reach both the bins for $5,000. We got nowhere to sleep, nothing else to do, so let's head over to our grass field, and I'm going to lease the items to mow it next month. Hopefully I got enough money to lease what I want. Oh man, it's not looking good. And wow, 20 miles an hour. This is no fun. But I'll see y'all over there and probably next month whenever it's ready to harvest. I am using precision farming, so I'm kind of looking into the whole purchasing the soil samples. I don't know if I'll have enough money for it. We'll give it a try, possibly. Ooh, $10,000. Yeah, don't know if that's really worth it. Let's just go ahead and hit no for now, because I cannot take out any loan. At least I don't think I can, especially with this $200,000 one here. Let's see here, take out loan. It says max amount I can take out is 0. And don't quite want to jump on contracts yet. I did end up sleeping out here on the ground. It is now September. 8:16 in the morning, grass is ready to harvest. We're gonna go ahead and hit that up. Now it's not gonna be the best yield or anything like that, because I don't got any fertilizer or anything on it, and I don't even have the samples for it. Now I'm going to pull this forward just a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and get some sort of mower in here, and hopefully I can lease the stuff I want to lease. Looks like there's a very good possibility, because the back mower attachment for this only costs $3,800 to lease. Not bad at all. The front one should be cheaper because it's cheaper, obviously. Now I'm not going to go through changing colors on this because it's just a leased item. I do have the leased stone mod and might end up buying these eventually, but also with the operation this big, it's probably going to be looking like we're going for a chrome mower eventually. Now, I don't know why I put this front loader attachment on here. Just a mistake on my part. We'll go ahead and drop it off right there, hook up, get to mowing. Now, I'm not going to hire a worker or anything like that because I don't exactly have anything else to do as far as work-wise, and I don't exactly have the money to waste either. We are on hard economy. That's going to definitely make this challenge a little bit harder, a little bit longer. Also a little bit funner, I think. Now, there is one very big rule that's going to make this challenge very, very hard, besides the fact I'm on a hard economy. That is, the sheep have to be fed from grass or feed I make. So I have to be 100% self-sufficient as far as feeding the sheep. That's going to make it a little harder. I mean, not too bad, it's just grass, got to do a lot of mowing. But once I get into other animals, it does get a little difficult here and there. While doing all this mowing here, I got a lot of time to think because I got a GPS going. That's nice. But anyways, I'm just thinking like, man, where did all my money go? It's not looking good. Because not only do I need to get to $10 million selling sheep or sheep products, I also need to get the money to get there. And $9,455 for a name right now, that's not looking good. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to get into some sort of belling contracts and stuff like that, possibly, which is not that bad because I'll keep the extra leftover grass and all that. That's a huge positive of doing those contracts. Well, this is actually going to wrap up this little intro episode to this $10 million sheep challenge. I hope you all stick around and enjoy this. There will be multiple episodes coming out each week. I do work a lot, 60 to 72 hours a week, so we'll see if I can keep up with that. And I do have other series and other channels going on if y'all didn't know that. You can find that information in the description for my other channel. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 2 on our $10 million sheep challenge, and we have $0 towards our goal up there in the top left, but the top right does say we have $9,000. I mean, that ain't too bad, right? The last episode pretty much introduced y'all to the area, the challenge, the idea, mowed this field up, now we got to pick it up. And this episode, I really want to get some sort of sheep, or sheeps, plural. I don't know, what would multiple sheep be called? Would it be sheeps? I feel like there might be another name for that, like a flock or something along that line. I don't know. If y'all know, let me know down in the comments. Well, let's go ahead and get this picked up, get it filled up, and get it to our sheep pen. Got our first forage wagon full, and there might be another forage wagon on the field worth of grass, hopefully. But 125,000 liters, quite a bit. Now we got a nice slow drive all the way back to the farm of 20 miles an hour all the way back there. Wow, I am so ready to upgrade this equipment. I mean, I just started, and I'm thinking way ahead into the future. I need to get some sheep first. I have a very good feeling that these pens over here will not require all this grass here. Yeah, no, it's not looking like it. Most of these pens don't hold much, and I do have a few modded ones out there that will hold a lot of feed, and wow, that's actually taking quite a bit. Well, we're down to 65,000 liters there. Let's go ahead and dump off what we got left over here and see about getting some sheep. Now, I don't have anything to exactly haul sheep, so we're going to pay a little delivery fee and don't know exactly how much of the sheep hauling I'm going to end up doing, but we'll go down here to this one right here. Now, I got the option to get some younger ones, I believe. Oh, wait a second. Nope, I don't have that mod on, I don't think. Or do I? I feel like there's something missing here, or maybe it's just a certain map. Let me check something real quick. Well, I'm back. I had to back out or check on a mod. Enhanced Animals mod, that's what it is. That's what I'm using also. So that might be why these prices are cheaper than what y'all would normally see, but they also don't pay out as good, I don't think. I'm not exactly sure if it's very beneficial to me to use that mod or not. I got a feeling it's not. Either way, let's go ahead and buy some of these sheep full grown. I want to go ahead and get them start making whatever they need to make. We will get 5. I don't think I need the males to reproduce. Well, yeah, let's get 5 in each pin. How much is 10? I don't know, I'm thinking about 10's almost 2,000. That's good. Let's buy 10 for each pin. This one over here, almost $2,000. We'll run over here to this other pin, get 10 purchased also. Buy 10. There we go. Losing more and more money. It looks like that water thing over there does not work for both the pins. It looks like it only worked for this one right here, which is kind of a problem because I'm going to need to put in another one now, and that's going to cost $5,000. Got that problem taken care of, and we are out of money. $566 left. That's not good. But then there's also another issue we got to figure out what to do. That is, this has 5,000 liters left over, and plus I got a lot more on the field over there. I don't exactly have the money for a silo, so it's looking like I'm just going to end up dumping it out on the ground. Can I do that? Let's see here. What is horse dump? There we go. Looks like it is coming out. That will work out great, and I can just drive right back over it whenever I'm ready to pick it up. I think I could drive over that. That's a pretty big pile. I really don't want to dump all this out on the ground. 125,000 liters. That over there in the distance is 5,000. Just imagine how large this pile is going to be. It's probably going to be huge. Now, there's not much left on the field. I might just leave it the way it is. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to roll the field or anything like that. I don't have the money to buy the equipment to do any of that. So yeah, I'm probably going to leave it like that for now. Maybe I can get enough money together to get a silo. That way I don't have to dump it all out on the ground. And how am I going to get that money? Unfortunately, that is going to be through contracts. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek into that. But first, I want to check on something with the animals. I really just want to take a little look into these animal pens here. One does milk, right here says milk. The other one does wool, right there says wool. Now they do take hay, alfalfa. Pretty cool. I didn't know they could take that other stuff. And I've never actually done much with alfalfa. But 100% effectiveness with grass is perfect. That's what we're looking to do. Now, their daily food requirement's 2,900. Their yearly food is 34,800 liters. That is with just 10 sheep. Now, of course, that number will go up, and I'm not 100% sure how accurate that number it is. I don't think it's 100%, obviously, but it should give me a ballpark range. That's why I like that mod right there. Really love it. It's an animal food calculator mod or something like that. If you don't got it and you do a lot with animals, check that out. It's really nice. Besides an advertisement for that mod, let's go ahead and find some contract to do. One thing I like to do is just find the biggest, highest paying contract out there. That way I can reuse the equipment because usually they have the biggest equipment. Field 86. Let's see where that is. It's $30,000. We're probably going to end up doing it, but I'm going to have this stuff delivered out there. Where is field 86? Oh no, none of these fields are really looking too big, so this might not actually be that bad of an idea. Where is 86? I think I'm missing something. Oh, wait, right there. There it is. There's 86. Right smack dab in the middle. I was definitely missing something. That's not too far away. Also, for other incomes, I have all these nice spruce trees or pine trees. I'm not sure where they are. Nice forested area where I can make some good money. Sawmill is over here, and I may end up looking into that because I don't think I'm going to do the field work on 86. I'm probably going to hire a worker. Change of plans, I ain't got enough money for that yet, so I got to do the field work. Let's go ahead and head on over there and get that stuff delivered and start working on that contract. Y'all may be asking how exactly am I going to get this stuff delivered over here. I got the shop deliveries mod. If y'all didn't know that, place that down nearby. Anytime you borrow the equipment here, it will be delivered to the shop deliveries mod. Now, this is quite a bit of equipment. I don't know if it's all going to be delivered there, but we'll borrow it. This is a hay contract. I got to dry it out, make some hay, deliver to the animal dealer. Now, I'm not going to keep any of the leftover hay, and everything I had delivered was in this field right here. Yeah, in the cornfield. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nah, I think it works out great. I just don't want to put it on our working field, and it does look like everything did come over here. That's perfect. And I wonder if this thing has like a PTO hooked up to it. I don't think it, not a PTO, but like a trailer hitch. I don't think it does. Oh, hey, it does. So I could probably knock out the tenon at the same time, possibly. Not sure. I mean, there's no PTO attachment to it, but it's got a hookup to it. Let's not. I'm gonna have to make multiple trips here doing this, but let me work on this for quite a while probably. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and hire a worker and get some other work done. Now I don't got enough money there to really do any work, but I think I can make some, and what I'm about to do is probably something dumb. Not sure if y'all can tell by what I'm doing here of how I'm gonna make that money, but I'm gonna go sell off this grass. 125,000 liters, that should be some pretty good money. The only issue is it's $40 per 1,000 liters right now at the animal dealer, and I mean, I guess that's an issue, but there's another issue of how far away that animal dealer is. It's all the way across the map, so I'm gonna spend like the next hour driving over there. Not really the next hour, but it's gonna take a while to get all the way over there. Hey, sell everything might be coming in pretty soon to the farm because this is a far drive. Finally made it all the way over here. Let's go ahead and sell off this grass. Now, this is the same spot that hay's got to be delivered, but I don't think grass and hay is going to mix up with the contract or mess anything up there. That ended up paying us $5,082 minus a 256 environmental score reward. What? Penalty? Whatever. Not reward. It's penalty now. I'm used to saying reward. That is not good at all. I mean, that will pay us quite a bit in the future once we actually start getting a reward from it and actually buy some samples. Because we don't have any yet. I don't necessarily have to buy them. I can take them myself. I just don't exactly have the equipment to do that. Now, $5,200, that's not as much as I was hoping for there. I really wish I had quite a bit more in my bank account. Let's see what I can do with that, though. Previously there, you may have noticed our number in the top left did not go up any up or down. I don't think it would ever go down. I've thought about adding that. But the money in the top right went up. Why is that? Because the money in the top left will only go up from products sold from sheep. Sheep products, sheep meat, wool, clothes, milk, cheese even. I mean, whatever the milk can turn into, I can make money off of type thing. That's the rules there, and that's why that money in the top left hasn't moved. It's probably going to be sitting at zero for quite a while. I'd say quite a while. I don't know. We already got sheep, so I think we can start making some money towards that pretty soon. I'm going to drive right past our farm, head for our field that we own. I mean, if you can even call that a farm, I don't know. It's something. Or a little plot of land. But I'm gonna head right for that field, go ahead and pick up the grass we got left on the field. See how much that is? I don't think I'm gonna sell it off. I don't necessarily need to save it technically, but it's just such a far drive. Not sure if I'm gonna sell it quite yet. And yes, I do cut right through this field, and that's a little shortcut. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 3 on our $10 million sheep challenge. Now, there's something I want to introduce into this episode, this series, bring it back, kind of bring it back, but what is this? Press to remove the fence. Oh, what? No way. Like, yes, it's looking like all of it is gone. That is pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, sorry, got distracted there. What was I saying? Okay, I was wanting to bring something back. And it's new to this channel, new to this series, but it's something I did on my other channel whenever I did the $10 million cow challenge, I think is whenever I brought it in. That is the animal of the month. So with this being sheep, we're going to do the sheep of the month. And the way that works out is I'm just going to pick somebody random throughout the comments and make some funny looking sheep picture thing and do the month or whatever. We're going to do one here in a minute, so you'll see it. It's just to have some fun, so I'm going to say, hey, this is the sheep of the month. Not calling anybody an actual sheep or anything, just having fun with it. And once we get into other animals, I'll probably do that there too, but I think it's a little fun way to show my appreciation to everybody who comments and watches this content. Mainly if you comment, I'm going to know. But to get your picture up there, really, there's an order I go in. There are channel members, super thanks, and then just the regular comments. So I'm going to go through the channel members. I got a couple of them. And then after the channel members, we will go through the regular comments unless somebody starts dropping in super thanks, and then they'll get there first. Now, my idea here is I'm going to use each person at least once. I don't plan on using them more than once. We'll see if I run out or not. But each month that passes in the game, I'll do a new sheep of the month. And we've already passed the month, so we're going to go ahead and do one and probably even sleep through this month. Right now, you may be wondering what I'm doing with this forage wagon and this nice big old new tractor. It's not my tractor, it's somebody else's. But I went ahead and picked up the grass loose and wanted to give that a try instead of belling it. It wants me to bell it and deliver it over here. I really hope this works. Come on, please work. It is unloading. My money's not going up. That tells me it is working. Yes. This was actually one headland all the way around the field filled with 125,000 liters. That's a lot. Let's get back to the field, pick up some more hay, keep going and going. Now, there's one thing that really does concern me, that rain in the forecast. There's rain coming up pretty soon, within the next 20 minutes. I'd say around 10 a.m., I think, is when the rain's supposed to start, and 20 minutes in real life, 20 minutes on this game, because I got that one-time speed. Hopefully I get all this grass picked up before then, because last time I made hay and had it sitting on the field, and it rained, it turned right back into grass. I don't know if that's going to happen here. It might have been a mod I had at the time. I really think it was a mod I had at the time that I no longer have. But I'm still worried about finding that out. I'm also kind of hoping it does do that, so maybe I can get some grass for my farm. And we will end up testing that theory too to see if that actually happens. Because once I get this contract completely done, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the time, get it to where it's raining, and see if it turns back to grass. And if it does turn back to grass, guess what? That's more grass I get to keep for my farm and my sheep. I guess farm, I don't know if you really call it a farm. Taking a quick peek into the contracts here, turn the details on, and it's saying there is 107,300 liters left to go for this hay contract. Already delivered 125,000 liters, but we don't need to exactly do a whole trailer, even though, guess what, we're at that whole trailer now almost. There it is, we are there now. This might be my last trip over here, I don't know, I'm saying might because now that I think about it more, maybe hay pays better than grass? Maybe I should just go ahead and sell off all the hay instead of see if it turns into grass. We got plenty of sheep food, aka grass. I think we got plenty. There we go. Contract on field 86 is finished. Harvest income $934 minus a $47 environmental score penalty. Now, rest of the stuff on the field, which is actually quite a bit, is ours. Now, sell it, keep it, try to get it to turn back into grass. I don't know. Let me check some price values, see if I should really even worry about keeping it. Yes, looking in here, hay is $53 per 1,000 liters, grass is $40 per 1,000 liters. Let's just go ahead and sell off what we got there. I'll get a nice little aerial view of how much we got left, and then that money's going to go up quite a bit with multiple trips. Quite a bit of trips. I'm thinking maybe 3 more trips back to town. 3 more of these full, maybe. Gonna fly over this pretty fast. There is still quite a bit of grass on here. Or hay, my bad, and we're gonna go ahead and pick all that up. I'm gonna show you the first sell of this, see exactly how much money we make total from this full trailer. I'm really interested in that, and then after that, I'll see y'all again, maybe whenever I'm done, or if it does rain and this turns into grass. There's all the hay right there, and this one forage wagon sold off for $6,647 minus that $335 environmental score penalty. Now, I really thought I would have more trailer fulls, like maybe 3 or 4 trailer fulls total, but I think I might get lucky to just get 1 more trailer full. There's not much left on the field. I guess those up-down rows didn't have as much grass as the headland rows did, which makes sense if you think about it a little more. But either way, let me go get that sold off, and I'll see y'all when I'm done. All done selling off the hay now. We're up to $16,379. That's looking pretty good. Plus, we also got a contract to complete. Now, I'm going to get this forage wagon back to the farm and complete that contract. I did say I always go with the biggest contract so I get the biggest equipment and use it on other contracts, but I don't want to spend a huge amount of my time working on contracts if I necessarily don't need to. And while we're back at the farm, we're going to go ahead and do our first sheep of the month also. Standing here now in the sheep pen, usually whenever I do my sheep of the month is after the month is over with, and we will do that. But I don't think I had sheep last month in August. I'm pretty sure I got them this month in September. So I can't quite do one yet. We're going to do sheep of the month for September after I sleep through the night. But first, before we do that, let's go ahead and make a little money. I mean, $16,000 where we're at, that's looking pretty good, but we're going to collect more. $27,527 from that contract income, putting us up to almost $44,000. I am really excited about that. Now, let's go ahead and sleep under this cover tonight because we really don't have anywhere to sleep. I guess I could sleep on my tractor, maybe? Nope, I'm going to cuddle up with the sheep. They're going to keep me nice and warm tonight. We're going to sleep right here against the wall. We are now in the month of October, ready to do our sheep of the month for last month, which was September. And that is going to be one of the channel members. Actually, my first channel member on here is Dan. Really do appreciate the support. You're always there watching the videos, commenting, and then, of course, the extra support of becoming a channel member. Now, the way I do these, I don't know what I've made yet as I'm talking right now. I'm going to make it during editing. But I do know he had a picture of a red tractor on his YouTube page. So maybe something tractor related. Also, a big shout out to him starting his first YouTube channel or posting YouTube content. And he just started doing that. He messaged me on Discord, told me he started doing that because of the videos I was making. And absolutely amazing. I love hearing stories like that. And if y'all haven't checked him out, I'm sure you could find his name in the comments somewhere and click on his profile picture because that's where he's got his videos. Now I need to check him out some more. I've watched one or two and I got a few tips and tricks to give him about being a content creator, and I will do that later on Discord. But like I was saying, I don't know what picture's going to be up there. Maybe some sheep on a tractor, maybe some sheep playing video games as he's becoming a new gaming content creator. It could be anything, but basically the idea is it's like an employee of the month. With that all sheep of the month thing being done, I came over here to the grass field to check it out and realized, hey, I still have this stuff leased. Now, I may keep it leased. The daily lease cost is probably cheaper than initially leasing it up front. Possibly. Highly doubt it now that I think about it more. Let's just go ahead and keep it because we will be using it next month, I believe. Now, next month is not going to be the best harvest time for this grass, but I believe it's the last harvest time for the year. And we're going to take advantage of that. Looks like we got a little bit of milk coming in here. And what does this say? 190 kilograms is the weight, so I can lift that. Milk, 97 liters. Not bad. It looks like it's on a Euro pallet. So in theory, I should be able to pick that up automatically onto a auto-load trailer, which I'll eventually get. Might want to get that now before I run out of money. And then over here at this one, we got some wool coming in. Not much, 97 liters exactly. I did not realize it would be the exact same output, 97, but hey, that's cool. Thinking more about getting that old trailer, so I'm in here looking at the used vehicles, and ooh, that's a good price right there for a harvester. Don't think I'll ever need it since we're doing grass, but oh my gosh, look at that tractor. Well, not quite as strong as my other one. Why do I always have John Deere on sale here? I mean, this is a good price, $13,000. I get me another tractor, but it's all John Deere. I mean, I got other mods in here besides just John Deere. Trust me, I do. It seems like that's what's always on sale. I'm sure there's a good joke behind that. Here's what I'm going to go with as far as a trailer. I'm just going to go ahead and straight up buy it, $9,000. Kind of expensive, but it will load bells in Euro pallets, 24 Euro pallets to be exact, and then the bell count's somewhere in here. I don't know what size bells I'm going to do yet, but I do know I want to eventually get into bells. But $9,000, yep, that's ours. We are now in the month of November, meaning the sheep of the month is due for October, and that is going to be our other channel member as of right now, which is AutoSim Crew. This guy is a great guy, great content creator also, always keeping it and doing the Lord's work, I think. It's amazing how he puts all that into his series, his the church series, always having Bible verses at the end, scriptures at the end of his videos. And honestly, a while back, he inspired me to go back to church from watching his content. Great guy. Hopefully I can get some sort of sheep of the month picture here that does not disappoint. Well, here's the thing. I'm heading over to the grass field now, and I'm looking at the crop calendar and seeing that grass can be harvested at any time, but the last planting season is November. From what I understand, grass will not grow in December, January, February. So is it not good to just go ahead and mow it in November? I'm not sure. Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments, what your tips and tricks are there. Should I just leave it the way it is all throughout the winter? Or should I go ahead and mow it every time in November hits? It's not all the way up there full growth. There's one more stage, and that won't happen until March, I think. That's kind of why we're going for it. Now, do I necessarily need the grass? No, I don't. Am I going to go ahead and mow the grass? The more I think about it, I'm not sure. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and mow it and get rid of this rental lease right here. But I'm really curious to see what y'all think about that. Like, do I mow it as soon as November hits, or do I just wait through the whole winter months and mow it as soon as spring comes around? I'm not sure. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 4 on our $10 million sheep challenge. And I think this is going to be the episode I'm going to learn that $10 million is a very hard goal to reach in FS22. At least I think it is, and we'll probably see it some because I want to sell off some products and get that number in the top left, moving from that 0 to whatever I can get it to this episode. Now to do that, I got to look at my 2 items I can sell off, the milk and the wool, and see when best sell time is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a best sell time, but I would prefer it to be, or not to be. Sorry, got a little distracted there. But we're actually all done mowing our grass field, all done with this mower. I can go ahead and get it returned so I ain't paying that leasing cost. I did realize I got a loan out there that's going to pay like $5,000–6,000 a month. I think I'm actually done with the year, and I may end up just sleeping until springtime because the sheep are fine, everything's fine. Of course, I got to pick up that grass, but I don't think I'm in a hurry for that. I'm not going to worry about going ahead and picking up that grass quite yet. I am going to head over there because that's really all the work I got to do until springtime comes around. I'm going to sell some stuff off, but we're going to go ahead and sleep through the month. And I'm not going to do the sheep of the month for these months we sleep through, where I'm jumping through multiple months really, really fast. I don't see any reason to stop and bring y'all back for each one, so that's why I'm not doing it. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of months out there and not enough people commenting to get through everybody. Also, this is episode 4, and episode 1 has not even came out yet. I don't know who all has commented on there, and I've already went through my channel members. So there's another reason why I'm not doing it. Oh well, we'll get to it once episode 1 comes out and the comments start rolling in, and then I'll start going through those comments, picking out the next sheep of the month. I am very, very excited to announce that we now have our first baby sheep, lamb I guess would maybe be the proper term. In one of our sheep pastures we got 6 new young rams, 12 lambs, and then in the other one we got 7 rams, 5 lambs. Now looking at that, wow, that is quite a bit of a difference. Let's see here, there's 22 sheep in this one. I don't know, maybe they're just extremely random. And then we got 28 sheep in this one over here. I'm so excited to see them grow up and then of course kill them. I'm kind of joking, but I'm also kind of not. And it's still wintertime, so let's go ahead and keep sleeping through the months and of course try to get a full pallet of something here and sell it off. Looks like spring is in the air. We now have 1 full pallet of wool and I believe 1 full pallet of milk. We'll run over here super fast, why not? And yes, 1 full pallet. Now that's 1,000 liters, and oh wow, the mass never actually went up. It's still 190 kilograms, which means I can lift these when they're full. Let's see here, can I lift the wool ones too? I don't know, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I guess I can. Must be part of the mod. They didn't make them over 200 kilograms, that way you can hand lift them. I like it, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, I don't need to do it, I can just auto load it. Back over here on our grass field, and it does say growth harvested. I guess it hadn't grown any, it will start growing now in March. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this grass now before it starts growing in and I can't see the grass anymore. Got our first full trailer here and there's really not much left. I think I see a couple of up downs there, maybe 4 up downs. Yeah, it's not looking good as far as our yield on this field, which I knew that going into it because it wasn't best harvest time, mowing time. Also, I don't have any fertilizer, lime, or anything like that on the field to boost our yield. Maybe one day we'll eventually get into that. Actually, I'm thinking more about selling that field off just so I can have a nice little added bank account and buy some more sheep. But that comes around to the part of how am I going to get that grass? And that would have to be through contracts, unfortunately. I haven't filled these sheep pen back up since I filled them up the first time. Let's see where we're at here. 41,000 here and 41,000 here. Now we're going to go ahead and dump off and top these off. And then the leftover I might sell because I don't like being negative $3,000. That's just not looking good to me. I don't know how I feel about that. And why is this not emptying out in there? What's going on? There it goes. Ooh, gosh, every time something doesn't go right, I feel like I might have broke something. I'm like, what did I do? We're going to go through our menu here, find that time-saving stock check mod, which is absolutely amazing, and look at our sell prices. Now, I'm not necessarily going for max month because I've noticed on different series that the value goes higher than the max month outside of the max month. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to try to keep an eye on this value right here. Once it actually turns like a bright green, let's go sell some stuff off, get some money in that top left. I mean, it's not going to be much, but it's going to be a little bit. Now, I'm not going to waste that long trip all the way into town for a partial sale of grass. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up everything we got here and take one full trailer load into town to get us out of that negative, hopefully. Turns out I did not have enough grass over there at the farm, so I'm gonna come back over here to the field, pick this up, get it full, and maybe go take it in and sell it. It's just kind of up in the air because the hardest part of this challenge is going to be the self-sufficient part where I have to be 100% self-sufficient feeding the sheep. And if I sell off all my sheep feed, how am I going to feed the sheep? Now, of course, the grass will be ready to mow in a couple more months, but I'm also going to have to come up with some sort of money. So if I sell this off now, it's not really looking like it's worth it. I mean, I say it's not looking like it's worth it. It's $46 per 1,000 liters right now. That's more than when I previously sold it at $40 per 1,000 liters. Yeah, let's go ahead and run this into town, get it sold off, come back, pick up what we got left, and just hold on to it until our next grass harvest or until we start doing some contracts. Because even though I sell this off, make a little bit of money, it's not going to help me as much as I want it to because I'm just going to be right back in the negative as soon as I skip through the months again because of that pesky old loan. I don't like it. Finally made it over here. Let's see if we can go ahead and get out of that negative, which we did. We ended up making $5,869 minus a $528 environmental score penalty. Man, that is not good. I really need to do something about that. But $1,918 in our bank account now, that is really good, and I'm happy for that. But like I said, it's just going to go right back into the negative next month, so unless I do something about that loan. I'm thinking I may have to do something very big that's going to affect this whole series, but it's going to stop that $5,000 from coming out each month. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm trying to think of like other ways around it, but that is sell the field. I mean, I did mention it earlier. The more I thought about it on this long drive, the more I'm like, hey, that's really not that bad of an idea. Now, there are no grass contracts out there right now, but there will be in the next month or two, and that's where I can get my grass from, possibly. And of course, I'll get better mowing equipment from them than what I use, so why not? Before we sell this field off, I need to come back over here, pick up everything off that I actually want, and I want a lot more than this, but this is all I got. Let's go ahead and pick up all the grass that's left over. We'll see how much it is and keep it because I'm not going to waste my time driving all the way into town for a little sell price. But then we're going to go ahead and actually sell this field off. Yeah, I think we are. All done picking up the grass over here. We're going to get this back to the farm and then get some stuff sold off. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell off the milk and the wool that I have done as of now, so I can go ahead and get some progress to that number in the top left because I am tired of seeing 0 there. Now, I don't personally see it until I go to edit it, but it's not looking good. We need to get closer to that $10 million. Got all the milk and all the wool on here. Let's go get it sold off. The spinnery takes the wool, of course. That makes sense. And then the bakery, I believe, takes the milk. And they're both over there in the same general area. I'm not sure where the bakery is, but I think it's nearby the spinnery. We'll stop by the spinnery first. Pulling into the spinnery now, and I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to be able to fit in here. I do have that front loader attachment on there, because that's the only time I'll use the auto load is if I got a way to load it, of course, and that's what that's for. And dang, I definitely destroyed their build. Maybe I should just backed into here. Yeah, it's looking like backing in is probably the best thing to do. Selling that off now, and that worked out great. $1,680. Now the environmental score with a negative 151. I'm not gonna subtract that from the top left, but as you can tell, our number just went up some there in the top left. And I believe somewhere nearby is the dairy. Let's see here. Where's that? Oh, bakery. That's what it is. Bakery. Let's just head down that way, hit up the bakery next, and sell off our milk, and then see how much we can get that top left number up to all together. Pulling into the bakery now, and hopefully I can make this corner without putting a hole in there, and hopefully it all sells off. Come on, there it goes, there it goes. Oh, it only took one of them. $736 for that milk. That's what I was really worried about. Oh, took some more. $342. Really got to do some math here. This is really making me work for it. And then the last bit of it for $91. Now, do I know what the grand total of that is? I got an idea. I took a picture of each one of those so I can figure out the math before I get off here. And plus, I got a recording. I could always back out and look at the recording. So, altogether, I ended up making, I don't know. Yeah, I got to do the math. Hold on one second. 2,849 is what that number in the top left should be now. Selling off that wool and selling off that milk, and oh my gosh, that was not my fault. Anyways, surviving that wreck there. Well, after exchanging some insurance information, we're on our way, and they're gonna owe me big time for that. But no, $2,849 in the top left now towards that $10 million goal. That is just absolutely ridiculous. That brings me to the point that I mentioned at the very beginning of this episode. $10 million might be too much or too big of a goal to reach, but we're definitely going to do it one day, and it's just not going to be finished this episode, but we made progress to it. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 5 on our $10 million sheep challenge, and we actually got some money in the top left towards this challenge. That money up there should say $2,849. Now, whether it says that or not, I don't know. There are some mistakes and errors that I usually catch in editing sometimes. I'm not perfect, and I haven't edited the video before this yet. Not all the way through. But on this video here, I got a big question. Is this going to be a huge mistake? I guess we're going to find out, because I want to sell our land. I mean, it's sounding like a bad idea whenever I say it out loud. It's sounding horrible, but I'm really tired of paying that loan. Gosh, that's just eating away at my money every single month, and it's kind of like I need to skip some months. I usually don't advance this fast, but I don't want to go out there doing a bunch of logging. I don't want to go out there doing a bunch of contracts to make this money every single month. So let's get rid of that money that is costing me every single month, and that is going to be my loan. So let's go ahead and sell off 87. I think we can make this work. I hope. It's not looking good. I'm telling you, every time I mention it, it just doesn't sound like a good idea. And then remaining amount, $162,000. Oh, didn't realize it was that low. I like it. It's special redemption, I think is what it is. Toggle paid off loans. I don't care about that. Toggle. We'll go ahead and pay off $162,110. That's going to be all gone. Hey, looky there. It's gone. We no longer have that $5,000 some dollar monthly payment. Now there's going to be a little bit of a drop in income each month from other things like maintenance or something like that. Vehicle maintenance, building maintenance, property maintenance. I'm not 100% sure. Now that I sold that off, I got to be really careful and pay close attention to how much food I got. I got 43,000 liters inside this forage wagon over here, and our sheep actually should be full, I believe. We'll take a look at that. Yes, they are full. Almost 60,000 liters there. Close one. I guess we'll see what happens as they continue to give birth over and over again. As of right now, our yearly food requirement's only 61,000, so they're good for a while. No mowing contracts to do, so we're going to go ahead and sleep to the next month, and I still don't exactly have a place to sleep, so I just snuggle up with the sheep. They are totally warm, kind of itchy too. I think Chris Stewart pointed that out. Sounds itchy. Yes, it does. I don't know who wears this much wool clothing. Well, before it gets too far into the day, I want to stop, show the fees we're paying here. $70 animal upkeep, $70 animal upkeep, and $15 property maintenance. So that's a lot better than $5,000 something. And oh man, it is really bright for 5 a.m. Huh, where's this take place at? I have no idea. Looking like we got some belling contracts. Don't think I'm quite needing to do them yet, so we'll hold off on that. But there's something exciting we're going to go ahead and do. That is stare at all these baby sheep. Look at them coming at me. Nah, but it's time for Sheep of the Month. For last month, we had March. Sheep of the Month there. I'm pretty excited to announce this whole Sheep of the Month thing kind of coming back and everything, because first episode already released. Multiple comments have been on there. So guess what? I got some people to use to show off my appreciation to, I guess. That's one way to look at it. And disclaimer here, I may not get these names correct. And hopefully y'all like the pictures. I do my research through your YouTube pages mainly. Like, what's your profile picture? What do you have on your YouTube page? Stuff like that. And for March, it's going to be Todd of Luna Farms. Now, I'm sure I'm not going to put all of Todd of Luna Farms on there. I'm probably just going to put Todd and come up with some picture. Well, hey, thank you, Todd, for watching all that content I've been putting out and all the series, all the videos. Really do appreciate it. I haven't seen you on there a lot. Here's the thing. I went ahead and slept another month. We're in May now, which would mean let's do another Sheep of the Month. But I'm making kind of an executive decision here. And I'm going to say, let's just do one per episode, so I don't just have a whole episode of doing nothing but Sheep of the Month, because we're skipping quite a bit of months here. Yeah, I should probably just buy some more sheep. I got $111,000. That seems pretty good, right? We're now in the month of July, and I did notice something in the bottom right. The animals number changed. We got 31 in this pen, and we got 27 in this pen. Now, it didn't go up as much as it did previously, I don't think. I guess their second time they're giving birth, they're like, I don't want to push out too many this time. No, something like that. We'll take a quick look here and find out what we got. We got 2 lambs in one of these pens, 1 ram, and then over here we ended up with 4 rams and 1 lamb. I ain't liking that. I need some more lambs. These rams will eventually be slaughtered off, most likely. Now, that's the thing. I just now thought of this. The rams, that doesn't matter, right? That's gonna give me wool, at least. It should. And I hope they're not giving me milk. Don't know if I'd drink that milk. I wish these two pens could kind of work together to give me milk and wool at the same time. That would be pretty cool, but guess you can't have both ways. Or, you know what I just thought of? Or there's a button up here where you come up here and hit shave, and then it just gives you some wool. That sounds pretty interesting, because this is the milk one, that's why I'm saying that. This one only gives me milk. It's missing out on the wool. With the new addition to the farm of these new baby sheep, I want to go ahead and start looking at getting some more food, because they're obviously going to require more food now. Up to 74,000 liter requirement there, up to 94,000 liter requirement there. Wow. Ooh, did not see that coming. But let's go ahead and get some more food and have it on standby just in case. I mean, they're doing fine right now, and the winter months coming up and everything, they won't exactly be doing fine then. What is this one? This one is make hay. You know, I really don't want to make hay. I want to make grass. Dry silage. Don't want to make silage either. Let me find some sort of contract and we'll get over there and start doing it. Here we go. Now, I think this is probably the best route, doing silage bales. Now, I do have this option here to turn details on and see exactly how much I got to take. Must deliver 174,000 liters. So I know to stop at that point as far as wrapping bells. I got to figure out how much is in a bell and know when to stop at the bells there. And then I'll pick up the grass that's left over for me. I think that'd probably be the best route. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this equipment. Wish I had some nice big chrome mower, something that dropped the swath drop, because now I got to windrow it, I guess. But oh well, let's go ahead and get over to Field 89, accept this contract, get going on this. Pretty excited about using this beller. I've never actually used any of that pack. Turns out Field 89 ain't very far away. It's just right down here. We'll take a nice quick stroll down there, as in run super fast. I take back everything negative I said about it not having a swath drop in, because it's got a swath drop and I'm pretty excited about that. That's one less step I got to worry about, and there's something I'm going to buy for me that I'm actually going to go ahead and use here on this field. And what I'm going to go ahead and buy is not this chrome mower. I wish I had the money for it. Gosh, I didn't know that was on sale. Just come through here checking the sales item, make sure the item I wanted is not in here for a cheaper price. And it's not. So let's head over to bellers. I am definitely going to go ahead and get a beller. Like I mentioned before, I want to do mainly bells for my sheep because I can just pile them up there, especially once they start requiring a bunch, if I know where the bellers are. Did go ahead and get the Mark Door beller on here, quick beller. And now that I think about it, if I want to use this, that might not be good because I'm going to do 50,000 liter bells. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't use it. Who cares? Let's go ahead and do it. I recently saw a comment, somebody saying something about using Kubota, and I realized I don't have much Kubota stuff. I don't use much Kubota stuff, but I have the option to pick a brand here, and we're going to go with Kubota. I don't even know if I got the right color of orange on there. There's not one that says Kubota orange. But I am going to add the silage additive tank. Why not get a little bit more grass boost on that? But $61,000, we will go ahead and buy this. And this is going to be ours to keep. And yes, it will make those 50,000 liter bells. Pretty excited to use this, at least I think I am, because I've got this mod a long time ago and I do silage additive quite a bit, but I haven't quite used this mod. I think I might have once. But let's go ahead and get this in here. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. Usually whenever I get my silage additive, I use the multi-fruit buying station, which is actually really cheap somehow compared to buying it from the store. It's really, really cheap. I had a pretty hard time trying to find out what texture this ground was. It's actually animal mud. At least that's what it's listed as. It doesn't look like animal mud. Looks like some regular old dirt. And turns out that didn't work. Just had to look it up because I couldn't remember. But if you turn it on to 180 centimeter size, those will be the 50,000 liter bells. Now, a little issue with the 50,000 liter bells is that I need 174-ish thousand liters for this contract, which is gonna cause quite a bit overage. Quite a bit overage equals some extra money, I think. Or I could change my bell size. But let's just go ahead and try to shoot for 4 bells right now. And anything after 4 bells will just be picked up loose. Now, I just realized this is not going to work as far as making bells the way I want to for the sheep, because I said, hey, I'm getting this because I want to do belling for the sheep. But I realized anytime there's grass on the field, it's going to bell it. Not bell it, I mean, obviously bell it. It's going to wrap it. So that is an issue. Maybe this was a waste to buy. It's working for the contracts, but I don't think it's going to be working for the farm. Now there is another beller by the same creator of this one, Mark Thor, and that is going to be the square beller that's off his Discord page. I think it's only on his Discord page. It's actually an amazing beller that I love a lot, and that one won't wrap. So I guess I might have to buy another beller eventually. But until then, I'll just be picking it up loose. Made it over here to the sell point with 200,000 liters of silage. Now let's go ahead and get that sold off. Hopefully, I think. I don't know. How's this sell? Okay, there it goes. Went automatically. Sweet. We ended up making an extra $4,033. No negative environmental penalty on there because we don't exactly own a field. That's another reason I was excited to get rid of the field. Oh man, this curb right here. That curb it's a good one. I keep hitting it quite a bit. But we're up to $47,000. A lot of grass left over on the field. A lot. I think we're going to have a lot. Let's go ahead and take an aerial view of that and see if y'all could probably guess how much there's going to be for the next episode. This here is how much we got left. Bunch of up downs, even some headlands going around. Maybe I should have made an extra silage bale to get me some money. More money equals faster progress, right? And I'm just over here worrying more and more about the food, thinking I'm not going to have enough. But if y'all want to have fun trying to guess, go ahead and put your answers down in the comments. How many liters of grass do you think this is? I have no idea, but I'm going to go through and pick it up off camera between episodes, and I'll let y'all know next episode. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 6 on our $10 million sheep challenge. We got something new in the background here because I just couldn't dump all that grass out on the ground, and I had a little bit of money. Last episode, I left y'all asking y'all if y'all knew exactly how much grass we'd get off that field in between the episodes. Didn't want to bore y'all with picking that up, so I just did it in between. Of course, got me a nice silo. So let's go ahead and take a quick look, see if y'all guessed right, and see how much we actually have. In the bottom right there, it says 178,714 liters. Now, I do have a little bit. Let's run a little faster here. This is far run. I do have a little bit over here on the ground. That's actually what was in my forage wagon before I started using it. So that's kind of what that was. And I noticed something else. The whole thing about this episode is going to be moving the sheep. Now, of course, I'm going to do some other stuff, but I always like to think of something fun to do each episode before I actually do the episode. At least that's what they say you should do. You should plan out your episodes before you do them. Kind of hard in the gaming industry, but oh well. Try to make it the best I can. And that is move some of these sheep because I don't think the males make any of this milk. At least I hope they don't. So let's get the males out of this pen, put them over there in the other pen. That way they could at least be used for the wool. Now, they're obviously not old enough, I don't think. I don't know when they start drawing the wool off of them. At least I don't think. They're old enough, but hey, we'll figure that out. But I do got a mod called Move Animals mod. We'll hit M for Move Animals. I guess this is selecting the animal pen it wants to move to, I guess? Possibly. We'll just take all the males out. We got a young ram, and the rest of these are the females. We'll leave them. Might even move the females from here over. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, kind of make this whole one over here nothing but males. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good idea in real life, but on the game, it sounds like a great idea. So let's go ahead and move this young ram over. Now, I got a little bit of an issue. I'm tempted to move all the female sheep over to the milk pasture. Just not too sure if I should, because I do like them reproducing and growing that pasture, but with this right here, I can move them pretty easily, so I don't see any reason not to. And plus, that will actually confirm whether or not the rams will give me good wool or not. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to move all the sheep females over to the milk pasture, even the lambs, and then just keep moving them back and forth as they give birth. For any of y'all that may be curious, this is a farm supply production pack, and here's the silo that I went ahead and used, $30,000. Now, I'm sure a little bit over that with the terraforming cost, but I always try to kind of show these mods so y'all can kind of pause the video, look at where it says farm supply production or the equipment I'm buying, something like that. That way y'all can find the equipment pretty easily without having to ask in the comments or read the mod list. So that's why I always show this stuff, at least try to always show it, and why I show the purchasing of the equipment. I know a lot of content creators do not show that stuff, but that's the reason I show it. Just down here now checking out this field that we finished mowing and got all that grass from. Contract complete. I really don't want to complete it because, man, that tractor is nice. I don't want to get rid of it, but we can't keep it forever. Or can we? With that contract being completed over on field 89, we will go ahead and accept this. Now, I believe I got enough grass. At least I hope I do. I have enough grass, and we'll go ahead and sleep through a month and do a cow of the month for this episode. Kind of on a repeat, but somebody dropped a super thanks in there, and I said the super thanks to come first. after members. That's a guaranteed way to get your name up here quite a bit of episodes if you really, really want to. Maybe I'll have to start packing a few people in there because I'd like to get everybody in there, even though I just said, hey, maybe one an episode, but that can always change, so I can help get everybody in there. Let's see here. Collect $22,094. That is ours now. We're in the next month now. Just got done moving some sheep around, and I'm really wondering, do the male sheeps do any good for me? I mean, I would assume they do good for at least wool. Normally on this game, the males don't do anything important. So I don't know. With that other pen being nothing but males, let's take a look at our wool inventory and see if that goes up as the time passes by. Let's just look at this last pallet. We got 205 liters of wool. Now, will that go up over the time? Probably, but you know what it is right now? It is time for the sheep of the month. Now, like I did mention, this is going to be kind of a repeated sheep of the month, but I'm going to try to make some fun little animated pictures again. Make something different. This is actually from Auto Sim Crew. He did drop a super thanks on one of the episodes. And like I said, the order of priority for these sheep of the month are members, super thanks, and the regular comments. But like I did mention, I feel kind of bad only putting one in and repeating somebody, especially this early on in the episode. So let's just go ahead and go down the list that I already had made. We got Miles. Miles is going to go ahead and be another sheep of the month. Now, I guess it can't exactly be two sheep of the month, so we'll just say it's one of the other months that I've already skipped. But hey, thank you, Miles. Thank you, Autism Crew. Really do appreciate the support. It means a whole lot. And I think moving forward now, those super thanks will just be an extra sheep of the month in these episodes. So if y'all want to make sure you get on one of these videos, put that on there. Also, I do record a little bit ahead, so it may take a little bit before it gets on there. I went ahead and jumped ahead another month, and it does look like that pallet of wool is going up. Now, it's probably not going up as fast as the milk is because there's just not quite as many animals over here. We got 22 animals total in this male pasture, I guess. That's what I'm going to start calling it. And then we have 53 animals total in this women's pasture, I guess. But they are making milk. That is looking pretty good. I think we got more pallets of milk than we do wool, which would make sense. Let's see here. Yep. Is that spawn point different? Oh, no, there's one more spot over here for the wool. Okay. Sorry, got a little confused there. But now part of my monthly thing to do is come in here and move some sheep around. Not sure if they gave birth or not, but if they did, I get to move them. Checking this awesome time-saving stock check mod. Looks like our milk is up there in value quite a bit. I don't know. We got a down arrow over here. Maybe it's dropping, but it's still up there. With it being that bright green, that tells me that. I don't know why there's no color to these. I've never seen it like that. At least I don't remember seeing it like that. I've always seen some sort of color to them, I thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things and not remembering things. But let's go ahead and get this milk sold off while it's up there in that value, because I'd like to get some progress to that number in the top left. I'm tired of looking at it being the same thing every single episode. Well, I mean, it's changed some here and there. We only ended up with 4,285 liters on this trailer. Let's go ahead and get that sold off. See exactly how much money that number goes up in the top left. Plus, our number in the top right is going to go up some too. I tell you what, I got a problem with this sell point right here. I ain't liking it. I missed some last time around. Trying to get really close to it. Let's see if I could just pick the forks up out of the way so I don't hit the building, but still swing really close to the building and of course run over the edge. And hopefully get all this sold off in one attempt, because last time it broke up so much. There we go, $3,062 of sold milk right there. Now that's going to count towards our top left goal, which should have changed already. I do all that fun stuff in editing because I don't know. Can't exactly do it in the middle of the game, I guess. And I don't know what our total is in the top left. Let me figure that out real quick. This time I waited till I was off the road so I didn't run into another vehicle while talking to y'all. And now that I think about it, I may have disabled traffic. I'm really not sure. I haven't seen a car in a minute. That total in the top left should be at $5,911. Now I say should. I do make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. The final number in editing is the correct one. I've realized that with my other animal challenges where I had the number in the top left. I messed up a time or two. That's the number. That's what we got. It's getting there. It's better than nothing. But I do got another problem to figure out, which is that pen over there that makes the milk. They're requiring a lot more grass now because obviously giving birth every month. I don't think I got enough grass to survive the winter. Let's see if we can figure that out. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 7 on our $10 million sheep challenge. As you can tell in the top left there, we got a long ways to go to reach that $10 million. A long ways. Hey, we're going to get there one day. I do have a problem coming up. I think I have a problem, and that is I don't sleep enough. It's 2 in the morning right now, and I go to work at 6 in the morning. Okay, sorry, just a little rant going on there. That's really not the problem. The problem is that I don't think these sheep have enough food. Yes, we have 100 and some thousand liters, but with at the rate they are reproducing, it might not be enough. So let's take a quick look at that, see how much they are eating away at now, and make a business plan here, because we can't buy the food. That is the rule. I cannot buy the food. I have to get it off the fields myself. This animal calculator is going to help us quite a bit here. Yearly food, 175,000 requirement here. And it's going to go up every single month whenever they give birth. And this one over here is only at 40,000. So that one's good. But with the fact this yearly food's at 175,000, I want to keep on hand enough for the yearly food. I don't think we're going to have enough to survive winter. Well, possibly. Depends on the birth rate and all that stuff, but oh well. 178,000 liters of grass in storage right now. And I realized I got another problem here. I don't think I have anything to feed them with as far as trailer wise. Now, I don't know if I can empty it out into the forage wagon. We'll give that a try real quick. Go ahead and feed these sheep, get them taken care of before I find a contract. And the contract I'm looking at might be a little difficult. Well, it looks like something might be able to go in there. Let's try that. Start. Ooh, it does dump right in there. I did not see that coming. I don't know if I've ever seen a forage wagon be able to fill up from the top like that, but it's working on this one, so we are good. Let's go ahead and utilize this to feed and top off our sheep, and then find us a contract. Of course, probably a hard one. Here's the contract I'm going to go with. Field 86. It's not that hard. I mean, the reason I'm saying it's hard is because of something else. Don't know if y'all notice it, but the easy parts of this is, hey, I got a huge crone mower. Hey, I got a huge tractor. But the hard part is they want me to dry this grass. So I got to be very careful about how much grass I actually dry out and sell off, because it needs to be exactly what it asks for. It says must deliver 201,500 liters of hay. Now, rest of it I want to keep as grass, but that's the issue. It's going to be a little hard to do that, and also put them in rows and all that stuff. So, oh man, we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and do this contract. Might even throw another one in there. We'll see how much grass we get afterwards. Now, some of y'all may be wondering why I don't exactly want to do hay. That's because it's at 80% effectiveness. Now, is that a big deal? I don't think it is. I believe, and Rainbow Hacker Gaming did mention in one of the comments that 80% will still give them up to 100% health. But I'm not worried about the 100% health, really. I'm more worried about the effectiveness, I guess. Like how fast they reproduce. And now that I think about this more, is there an alfalfa job out there? I don't think I've ever seen a contract for that. Nope, not seeing one. I don't think that's a normal thing, but oh well, let's get over that field. Get going on that work. Field 86 is a field I've done previously on another episode. It might be the largest grass field on this map, possibly. And I just spawned my stuff in over here. No big deal there, but I think I'm gonna buy something. Now, last time I did this, I found out I can attach to the crone mower. Don't know if I can use on the crone mower, but I'm gonna buy a smaller tedder. That way it can follow behind the crone mower and continue its work on there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a follow me mod and have a worker follow me around mowing or picking up. Don't know if I need a windrow, but we'll see how wide that tedder turns that grass into hay. Here's what I'm gonna go ahead and buy for $1,300. We'll get this one. It does have a 7-meter working width, pretty nice, but it's less than the mower, and that's what I'm going for. I already have a course saved on here for the last time it actually got mowed, so I'm gonna give it a try, see if it actually works. And I'm really interested to see how wide it spreads out that grass, and it doesn't look like that part's working, so hold up one second. I guess AI worker does not know to activate it, so I will go ahead and activate it. No, why is it not working? It's not giving me the option to activate it, so I guess I cannot activate the tool on the backside with this crone mower. Kind of a bummer, but oh well. Got another tractor to do that for me. Here's what I mean by activated. So I actually got to turn this one on for some reason. Not too sure why. It's not doing anything right now, but in the top left it did light up blue. Don't know if y'all can see that behind the money. And you know what else? I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that money in the top left all the time either. Not sure how I feel about that. Maybe just whenever there's major changes to it, beginning of episodes, end of episodes, stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and start this worker up on this same course that's already saved on this field. Looking at the spread on this is big. Oh man, I'm gonna have to end up going through and windrowing it. No big deal, I guess. I'll try to stop this tedder somewhere in there. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna give something a try, and that is this beller here. Now, of course, it does wrap if it's grass, but it's not grass, it's hay. This beller also has a large pickup width, and yes, I'm just gonna cut through this person's field. Trying to save a little bit of time. 20 miles an hour, that's pretty slow. Definitely need to upgrade to something else, probably something outside of John Deere. We'll see what's on sale. I'm not too picky about what I use. Like I was saying, we're gonna give this a try, see if it will pick up the hay. It's got a large pickup width on it also, so I won't need the windrow. A little less step I could do, and I can just go through and do this right behind the tedder. And I think that's a great idea, but let's see if it works. For the moment of truth, let's go ahead and do this. Now there's a little bit of grass in there and it already changed over to hay, which is awesome. Not too sure how well or how big the working width is here. There it is. I think it's like 8 meters, so it's not quite the same as the mower. The mower is 10 meters, so I'm gonna be a little bit of an offset, but with this requirement of 201,500 liters, I believe, of hay needing to be sold off for this contract, I'll get 4 large bales, which is 50,000 liters of bale. If y'all don't remember that, this one does have 50,000 liters of bale. And then of course, maybe pick up a little bit loose to go ahead and complete it, or change the bale size and just make a little partial bale there, because I don't want to give them 48,500 liters extra. I mean, it'd be a good little payday, but these hills are going to prove to be a problem for me. Y'all don't got to stick around for that. I got to do it, not you. First hay bale is coming out. Let's make sure it doesn't get wrapped, and it did not get wrapped. It got dumped right on the ground. I wish there was a way to disable that wrapping, because I'd like to do some grass bales with this 50,000 liter capacity. I just haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. I'm sure there's some editing I could do in a file, but oh well. I do have another baler I want to use by the same creator, because man, this guy makes some amazing mods. Mark Thor, if you don't know who I'm talking about. We've got 2 bales done already and a little bit of grass coming around the corner there. I'm thinking it might be time to slow it down or stop it. That way I don't make too much hay. It is looking like I'm gonna be pretty busy this month and not sleep through a month this episode. So let's go ahead and do that sheep of the month. And this one's gonna be Chris Stewart, pretty special guy here. I've actually got to play some farm sim with him and it's a lot of fun. And all the comments he leaves is a lot of fun too. He always keeps me on my toes, keeps me guessing, and he has been a longtime supporter of the channel. Now, not this channel, but I guess this channel, but my other channel. So he's always there commenting, watching, hopefully hitting that like button, and that means a whole lot. It really does mean a lot. Now, I do mention these things about channel members and super thanks. Don't feel pressured there at all. Just the watches, the likes, the comments, that's good enough. That's perfect. That's beyond enough. I really do appreciate it. He does talk about some beer and watermelon, and at least it's been a while since he's talked about watermelon. So we'll see what kind of sheep I make up for him. I'm going to continue away at this contract here, get it all knocked out, see how much grass we actually get to keep. So this is the end of the episode. Let's see if y'all want to go ahead and do another guess of how much grass do we get to keep off this contract. Drop those down in the comments, but I will see y'all next episode with those results. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 8 on our $10 million sheep challenge, and we are here on this field that I left y'all at, trying to figure out how much grass I was going to get. See if y'all guessed that, and I got those numbers back at the farm. Let's go ahead and head over there. $39,000 to our name. We're actually not done with the contract yet. I'm going to complete that first. Right here, details on for field 86. They need 201,500 liters of hay. Looks like we got a little bit over that, 209,000 liters here on this trailer. Let's go ahead and get that delivered right over here, I believe. Let me turn on that map. And no, that's not flashing. Wait, where does this go? Okay, I think I figured out what was wrong there. I messed up. I realized with this contracts I'm doing, or I don't know what mod it is that messes this up, but I've done it once on another series where if I back out in the middle of the contract, come back in, I can't complete it. At least I don't think I can. But let's go ahead and try to sell these off here at the animal dealer. We'll see if that even works, because that's where I got to take it to. And that contract is going up there. Okay. I was just a little concerned because it's not exactly showing to be there as far as this is the place I need to deliver. Look at that. Contract on field 86 is finished. Made a little extra on the bells there. $398. That's ours. We're going to get this back to the farm and I guess return the equipment we had leased. I really don't want to return it. They're such big, nice tractors. This is the tractor I really don't want to get rid of. I mean, all the ones I lease I really don't want to get rid of because they're better than what I got. Not because it's a John Deere, just because hey, these ones are a lot bigger and stronger, more powerful. Now let's find out exactly how much grass we made off that field in between these episodes, and looking forward into the sheep of the month. I'm going to do this episode. I'm pretty excited. It is a new channel member that I kind of missed, I guess, that I didn't notice. Let's put it that way. Grass total in here is 379,741 liters. Now that does make our total off that grass field from last episode to now 222,707 liters. Now that's the whole thing about this episode. Can these sheep survive the winter? Possibly. Well, let's go ahead and see exactly how much they require to survive the winter after we complete this contract. We will go ahead and collect that right there. Made us $27,527 in that top right. Top left number is not changing. We didn't make any money towards that goal in the top left. As of right now, the way it sits with the yearly food requirement, 175,000 in this one, 40,000 in this one, so a little over 200,000, and we have 380,000 grass in there almost. So, I mean, I think we're good to survive the winter. Maybe I need to call this something else. I don't know. Oh well, let's go ahead and sleep another month, see if we can get to a good sell time for these products. I mean, I don't know. We got a bunch of wool over there. Not sure when that best sell time is. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep sleeping through these months, and I'll see y'all when it's spring or when it's time to sell something off. We are now in the month of January, and there's something to sell off. It's not best sell time month, but it's up there in value, and we'll look at that after we do the sheep of the month. And like I mentioned earlier, this is one of the channel members, and I missed it. It looks like he has been a channel member for about 11 days now, and YouTube does not do the best at notifying. Actually, there is no notification if I get a new channel member, so I do apologize for missing that. The same time he became a channel member, there was a super chat thanks or something like that in one of the videos, so I thought the increase in money there was from that and that only. But since I got it, let's go ahead and get him up here on the sheep of the month. That's going to be Tyler. Now Tyler, he didn't have anything posted on his YouTube, but he did have a couple of playlists, I guess, made playlists, and they're all music related. So let's just do something fun. Maybe you're into music. I don't know. I have not actually seen you comment at all as of now. Today is June 21st. So just kind of throwing it out there, making something up. But I really want to thank you for becoming a channel member. It means a whole lot. Now, the item that is at best sell time is going to be this milk, but that's going to be a little bit of an issue because my trailer is full of wool right now. But let's go ahead and get that wool unloaded from that trailer, and then, of course, get the milk, take it in, sell it, add a little bit to that top left, make a little bit more progress. Now, the whole time I've been sleeping through these months, skipping through these months here, I've been thinking maybe I should just go ahead and buy more sheep. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, though. Possibly next year, or wait, this year. Possibly. I think I'm getting close. We'll take a quick look into this time-saving stock check mod right here, milk. It is $3,387 value, which is higher than the max value, and it's outside the max month. Grass is up there, but we're not selling our food. No, not happening. Let's go ahead and get this stuff loaded up and taken in to sell. Gonna go ahead and drive right over. Oh no, I missed it all at once. There's 2,611 plus a 776. That sell of milk right there actually made us $3,387 altogether, and that top left should have went up to $9,298. Y'all will see it. I will figure it out during editing. But hey, let's go ahead and get back over here to the sheep and keep sleeping through the months. Maybe get all the way through this winter. March would be the right time, right? For winter to be over with. I'm really wanting to sell off some of that wool because we got quite a bit of it. Maybe we'll get all the way there. Looks like the price of milk is still up there, and I kind of like that because our total in the top left is a little bit under $10,000. This should take us over that $10,000, get us in those tens of thousands digits, double digits. I don't know exactly what digit count I'm looking for there, but tens of thousands. It's in a different bracket, let's put it that way. Let's go ahead and get that loaded up, get it sold off, because I want to get over that $10,000. Giants has made some little teaser announcement about FS25, and that's coming up pretty soon. I'm so excited about it. And one thing I would like to see in it is maybe this stuff expires. I don't know. I don't feel like I could just leave this milk laying outside for months, depending on the weather, of course. Maybe that could be a feature of it. Possibly have a fridge or something. Now, I do know eggs are fine outside for a little while, but I wouldn't think they're good outside for at least a month or so. Well, let's go ahead and get this sold off right here, and that's $878. And I will go ahead and do that math and figure out what it's at now. That is what I'm talking about. We are now officially over $10,000 right there. We are at $10,176, and that is looking good. And yes, I am just cutting through this field. For a while there, I was just driving along the road, and I'm like, why am I doing that when I cut through this person's field? I have no idea whose it is, but I would like to buy it and put some grass in it maybe. It is now springtime. The sheep are fed once again, and they are doing good. Looks like they did survive the winter with no issues, and we ended up having how many sheep in here? Let's see here. Nope, that didn't tell me. I got to back up some. There it goes. Now it's telling me 85 sheep in the female one. You know, the ones that give us milk. And then we'll jump the fence over here to the rams. There's 41 in here, and they're giving us some wool. It's growing. I might buy some, though. We got the money. We got the contracts out there available to get the food. We'll see what happens. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 9 on our $10 million sheep challenge here. And we have $10,176 in the top left there. I'm pretty excited. But we need some more money in the top right. I mean, let's look at it. This amount in the top right does seem like quite a bit, $70,000. I mean, yeah, I guess it is a bunch, but it's not a bunch for the operation I'm trying to run here and what I want to do. And in order to get that number in the top left even higher, we probably need to get some money in the top right also. Let's look at getting in some passive income type generators, greenhouses, stuff like that. Something that's just going to keep us making money over and over again with probably minimal work to do it. Here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I don't think I'm going to like it. I actually think I'm going to hate it because it looks like it requires some straw and wood pallets. But it's the one that comes with the map, and I always like to try to use the stuff that comes with these maps because they're always a little bit different. And while I'm here on this map, let's try it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in this large vegetable garden. Have no idea what it makes there. I see lettuce. Don't know what the other two are. Cantaloupe maybe, and something else. Oh well. We will place that in there for $20,000, and that's not all I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get one that I actually know what it does, I think. Here's the next one I'm gonna go ahead and get. Spend $20,000. We'll get this Dragon's Den extra large greenhouse right. I guess I don't really need to say the right, but that's the part where the pallets come out. And I know this one works pretty good, and it runs in parallel, so we'll make some pretty good passive income from that with just using water. Now, it does take other things, but this one right here, I'm really interested in that. Now, where do I get the pallets from, though? I may have made a mistake buying that one. I was really hoping I could run this without some of these features, but it looks like I need it all. I need some straw and some pallets for lettuce, lettuce red, and melon. That's what these are. I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to go to the store and buy some of these pallets. But for right now, I can go ahead and activate this one. It is missing the water. We'll get that in just a second, though. I will activate it without the manure and compost. I don't exactly want to spend any money on that right now. And speaking of spending some money on that, do I got a multi-fruit buying station nearby? I sure hope I do. No, I do not. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and get something in here for that water, though. I believe placing this in right here for $5,003 should do the trick for both of these greenhouses. Just did a little check on both the greenhouses, and yes, this little water pump thing right here did work. 1 billion liters in both of them. Now, I really gotta figure out the pallet situation here. Can I just buy them from the store, maybe? If not, we might need to buy another production. This right here might be it. Pile of pallets. It says the Valley of the Old Farm mod also right there on the bottom, so that kind of tells me it's probably it. I did set down the shop deliveries mod over here close by. I should probably get it right on the point, but oh well. Let's go ahead and get one of these in. Nope, let's get 10 of these in. Ooh, $50 a pallet. That's $550 for 1,000 liters of pallets. We will buy that. And I'm guessing these are each individual, but I could probably just pick them up and carry them. Probably should have got them a little bit closer, but oh well. Yep, 95 kilograms each, and it's saying down there in the bottom right, it's 100 liters. Yes, I definitely should have got this a lot closer. Now, somewhere in here, I dropped this off, probably this unload point here. Hopefully, let's see here. Come on. No, come on. Why aren't you going in there? What did I mess up? This better work. Just come on. I mean, it's kind of weird having the unload trigger point right there. Let's see here. Maybe it's somewhere else. Come on, come on. You know, I'll just get this on a trailer and drive around until I find it. 1,000 liters on here. Let's just go ahead and drive around until I see that number in the bottom right start to change to something else. I don't understand why this is not unloading. Let's see here, undo that. No, it should just unload automatically. Maybe it doesn't work. But I'm sure it's not good for the ground, me driving over like this, and I went right through that. Cool. I like it. Come on, where are you going to unload at? Maybe I gotta have it activated first? Okay, I just tried a few things here. I guess I accidentally paused it. I went ahead and activated everything. Got selling on everything. I want to actually be passive income on all of them. I don't think it's working over here, so went ahead and drove around on it. I guess I forgot to hit that unpause. Let's see if it works right here. Come on. Pallet is not accepted here. What are you talking about? Yeah, it is. You've got to be kidding me. Well, then where are you accepted at? Well, this one might have been a waste. Maybe I need to make them. Looking back into the store here, it is actually the same symbol as the production, I think. I mean, I'm going to try to remember this picture right here. Let's go ahead and jump over to production, see what it shows there. It does show the same looking palette. Huh, that is interesting. I did go ahead and go into this F4 mode here, and I believe it's supposed to show where all the triggers are, even if they're hidden somewhere. And this one does appear to be up there high, and it appears to just not be taking the pallet. Kind of interesting. Oh, what is this right here? That might be it right there. Good thing I did this. Gonna walk it over there, and oh, there it goes. It's set right in there. That is what I am talking about. Now I wonder if I can actually just drive by it or drive up against it and see if it works. Okay, that's kind of weird. Tell me it's not accepted. I know it's accepted. And of course I'm hitting my water stuff over here. Just trying to get really close to it, as in up on top of it. It doesn't appear to be moving out of there, so I'm gonna have to do this one at a time. It's no big deal, I don't think. At least I don't think, I don't know. Are these moving? Are they doing anything? I feel like they're not doing anything. I mean, it says we have 172 pallets in there. Still missing straw though. I don't know why they're not unloading off the trailer, but as soon as I lift them up off the trailer and right in front of that, it seems to work pretty good. Maybe I need to just try to get a little bit closer, but it's working, and that's all I really care about. Let's see here. I believe that's full. Yes, it is. Almost full at least. And we will go ahead and get some straw over here now. Buying that straw, of course, I'm going to go ahead and go with this multi-fruit buying station. We need one over here. Now, we'll not be using this for anything related to the sheep as far as what the sheep may need, because that is one of my rules. I got to be self-sufficient. That's going to be the hard part once I get into having maybe thousands of sheep. We don't need much straw. It only holds 15,000 liters. We'll stop right there. Got 21,000 liters for $668. Now, I did think about just going ahead and buying straw bales and storing them over here, but oh well, I like to do it this way loose. That way I have less to move. Now, maybe if I end up getting a field eventually that does have some straw coming off of it, don't know why I would need to do that or what crop I would be needing to do for that. But if I ever do, maybe I will go to straw bales, because I can just set them over here, watch this grow, and ooh, look at that. That is looking amazing. Let's go take a closer look at that. It just changed from death to life instantly right there. That's pretty cool. I like it. We are now in the month of April, and I am excited to go ahead and do our sheep of the month. And this one's going to be James. James has been commenting a lot. Maybe he's corrupting my mind with XML editing, fairy dust that he always talks about, because I'm thinking about increasing the capacity on everything I have here, just so I don't have to come over here very often. But anyways, it's great. He's always on there commenting, sharing his stories, going along with the same challenges I do, same series I do, sharing stories of it, and I'm learning a lot from him, honestly. So really do appreciate it. Thank you, James. Don't really got much to go off of your YouTube channel, except for I think I know you play a lot of farm sim. So hey, maybe I can get a gamer sheep in there or something. Now let's go ahead and make a lot more money to that top left number. Currently right now, the item that is at best sell price is going to be this wool, I believe right around $15,000 worth. Let's see if it can all actually load up on here. I hope it can. I got a little pile over here because that spawn point was getting full at one point. Looking at how much is on here, and yes, that is kind of a floating pallet. No, there's a little bit over there. It's sitting on just the side of it. Oh wait, no, there's nothing there. That is a floating pallet. Huh. Gravity. Who needs it? Anyways, we got 12,615 liters on this trailer here, and we're going to go sell it off. Not this way. That is the dairy. Oh, no. This way over here to the spinnery, I believe. Let's go ahead and back this in over here to this sell point and see if I can get it all sold off in one attempt here. Like I like to do it, because I hate doing math. Oh, no, it didn't all do. Go away. Oh, man. I don't know what I'm saying, but hey, there's some money up there in the top right. $9,459 plus a $6,210. We just ended up selling off $15,669 worth of wool right there, and that of course is going towards our top left, and that changes that number to $25,845. I don't know, I'm excited about it, but I'm also seeing, hey, $10 million, that's a long ways away. But as you can tell, as these episodes go on, this number's getting higher and higher and higher, which makes sense. And we will probably end up getting into millions and millions of dollars of sales one day. But that's not going to be today. That is it for this episode. And I am actually a little worried because these sheep are almost out of food. So I guess I got to do some contract work. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 10 on our $10 million sheep challenge. And I'm just out here tending to the guardian. I should probably be tending to the sheep because this is a sheep challenge, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. But no, this episode here, I really want to ask the question, answer the question, was this a big mistake or was it a big reward? That is, fill up these sheep pens all the way. Just go ahead and fill them all the way up. I believe I got enough money. The first thing I'm going to do here is just go ahead and head into here and buy some more sheep. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get the full grown ones so they can start producing everything I really need. I don't think I'm going to buy the rams though. That's one thing I think I'm going to kind of skip out on for right now. As these sheep here give birth and overpopulate, I'll take them from that pen and put them into another pen. So what kind of sheep did I have in here? Wait, did I use the same sheep for both? I think I used different ones, but no, I guess I didn't. Oh well, doesn't matter. We will go with this one right down here. I will buy 119 of them for $23,138. Now I'm going to buy all females for the female pen. As they give birth, I will start moving them over. Now, how am I going to move them over without them directly selling off? That is an option in the settings here. That is not the settings, that's the contract. The settings are somewhere in here. Nope, that's the wrong settings. Yeah, how about this settings right here? You know what? What is that? General settings, game settings? You know, I never actually took the time to see what that was actually labeled as. But where is that option at? Oh wait, it's not even in here. My bad. It's in the animal thing. Here it goes. Allow overcrowding. So what that's going to do is going to allow them to keep giving birth, and they're going to end up being in the pen and overcrowded. I don't want them to overcrowd on the male pen because, I don't know, I just don't need them there to overcrowd. But as the males get born out of this one here, they will go over to the other pen, and even the females will go over there also because that one's just wool. So any gender will do fine over there. Now, here's an issue. There is this thing here that says animals can be removed. I can turn that on. Once they hit 0% health, they will be removed. That's a big issue, especially if I run out of food. I don't know if I should do that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, if I should add that feature here. I haven't done that in the past with any of these animal challenges, but that would be something to maybe consider doing. I recently started doing it with some other series, but those other series I have unreal capacity as far as the pen, so I'm not really worried about them running out of food. And that brings me to another point that I might actually increase the capacity on these pens. This one's going to require a lot more each month, and we'll take a look at that as I go to fill it up. Got 125,000 liters of grass in this trailer and about 150,000 liters left in the silo. That seems like a lot, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and top these off, see exactly how much they hold and how much they will be used in each month. I'm not really too concerned with the one that barely has any animals in it. I'm really concerned with the one we just topped off, and that's going to be, was this a big mistake or is this going to be a big reward as far as selling stuff off, obviously. Looking into the female sheep pen, they require 53,694 liters per day per month. I believe that's going to change as there's birth and other stuff that factor into age, all that stuff. So that's probably going to go up to the full capacity. I'm going to have to come over here and fill this up before going to sleep and after waking up each morning, unless I adjust the capacity. Now, each year, it's going to require 686,000 liters, roughly right around that. And then the male one, as of right now, it's only requiring 5,000. So no big deal. The big deal is I don't have anywhere near a year's supply of food, and we're going to have to get into some sort of contracts, but I don't want to do that yet. Let's go ahead and sleep through the month, see what's happening, do a sheep of the month because I'm pretty excited. I got 2 sheep of the months to do this episode. One new channel member and somebody else that commented. It is now 6 a.m. May, and I'm just topping off the feed here one more time, and man, they are blowing through it fast. And we're also getting more milk. Obviously, that would be a side effect to it, I guess. And that's the one I'm looking forward to. We are going to go ahead and knock out one of the sheep of the months for this episode, and that is going to be RL Rocket 09. I believe once I click on it, it's just Rocket 09. You actually make some content, and you got a little bit of subscribers in there. Doing pretty good. Keep up the good work there. It's a long journey. A lot of hustle. It's long. It's hard. Don't say that. It's hard to... Okay, anyways. You got some baseball stuff, some farming content on there, so maybe I could think of some baseball sheep, some farming sheep. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how many of these sheep I'm going to use each time for each person. I may need to limit it to just one because it's going to start costing me more money to keep making these sheep. I got a limited amount of AI generated commands I could do. But hey, Rocket09, thank you for stopping in, watching, commenting all the time. Really do appreciate it. Now we're going to head over here and see exactly how much milk we have, see if there's anything at best sell price, check on our greenhouses, probably sleep through the month again and get another sheep of the month. Also, last episode I did a little bit of a passive income type thing, so let's just go ahead and kind of look at that. It appeared in March. Whenever I added it, we got around $7,700, and then after March got $9,600. And oh, that is pretty cool. Sold wool is separate and sold milk is separate too. That is really cool. I like that because usually it kind of mix into the sold products, I think. but I mean, I never noticed this before, so hey, that is awesome. I like that. So right around $10,000 in passive income coming from our greenhouses. Now, I don't see a fee for these because there should be a fee associated with these. I'm not seeing anything for production delivery costs. We're not delivering anything, but usually there's something under the miscellaneous, and that's what I thought this $1,200 was from the first month I put it in there. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that, see exactly how much that changes, but looking like a good close to $10,000 in passive income coming from our new greenhouses, which is nice, and that will help us actually be able to afford a loan one day and get better and bigger equipment in our actual own fields. Just looking in here for stuff that I can sell off, and looks like the wool is up there, but it's not up there as high as I want it to be. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I do notice there's no sell point for some of these items. I don't know how well that's working out. Like, is it just getting rid of the stuff without selling it? Was it selling for $0? I don't know, but I'm going to put in a place to sell that stuff just to be on the safe side. Here's what I'm going to go with. Usually go with it quite a bit, sell everything containers. I don't know why I always pick the containers. I think I just like the look of it versus having something that dumps into nothing. I like the idea of, hey, I'm putting it in the container, I'm actually shipping it out. That's just me. That's in my head. Not sure, but we'll place this in here for $1,000 and go ahead and fix up that ground texture. Now I can actually see a sell price here, and I can actually see a max value over here. Max value, all that stuff. That's good. Hopefully I was still getting paid before, but whoa, what the heck? The wool went up to a better sell price now. It was a lighter green earlier. Wow. I guess just a couple of minutes could make a difference there. It is now a little after 6 p.m. and this sheep over here have eaten half of their food. So yeah, that is a little bit of a problem. Oh wait, there's an extra one in there too. I just now noticed that. I see 201 in there. Let's see what that is. Maybe that's one I can move over. No, maybe about it. I'm definitely going to move it over. Right here, it says 0 months. This is the new one. I will hit M now and move that over somewhere, wherever it is. There we go. It's going to move over to our other pasture, start being mixed in with the rams. Now in the month of June, time to do that other sheep of the month, and this is our new channel member here, which is Max. And all I can go off of with your YouTube page there is, it says, love motorsports, ride or die, and there's an image of, I'm assuming you on a snowmobile. I don't know if that's the right term, actually, snowmobile. I've always called them snowmobiles growing up in Oklahoma, but obviously we don't have them here. But whenever I was visiting Alaska for a 10-year anniversary, I think they called it something different. Maybe it's called something different up north. But either way, I think I got enough to work with to make a cool little sheep of the month for you. And I really want to thank you for becoming a channel member. Really do appreciate that extra support. Looking back into the whole thing of whether this was a big mistake or a big reward, so far it's been a big reward. You can tell the milk's full over there. I got to get that out of there and clear out that spawn point. You can even look in here and see our milk value and wool value is up to right around or over $10,000 at max value. And that's just going to keep going up and up. Eventually we'll buy these productions and make stuff from this wool and milk to sell for an even better price so we can get a little bit more money in that top left a little bit faster. The last episode I left y'all saying we're about out of food. No, we weren't anywhere near out of food. Now we're definitely almost out of food. This is almost the last of it out of that silo, and they're going to go right through this. About 60,000 liters a day gone, just instantly gone, just from this one sheep bin. I got to figure out how to deal with that. I got to figure out how to make sure I got enough grass in stock to survive the winters. And depending on y'all's answers about earlier, maybe I'm going to end up turning these on to where they die off if I don't feed them. But I do know I got to find some contract, and I'll be finding that next episode. Keep doing that over and over again until I have successfully stolen all of that grass off that field. Now, of course, we gotta see if we get away with it, right? I mean, we'll see if they call the cops on us. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. We are here on episode 11 of this $10 million sheep challenge, and I want to move this partial pallet out of the way. Not sure if y'all can figure out why, but we're starting to get a little full over here, so let's go ahead and pick those up, move them out of that spawn area. I don't think they're going to double stack. I believe I have a mod where they do double stack, but for some reason the pins are showing full. Maybe that doesn't work on animal pins. Well, showing almost full. So I'm going to get those picked up, moved out of the way. Don't want the partial one because it's just kind of a waste at that point. Might end up getting a storage, but this episode I'm really looking forward to stealing some grass. Yes, I said that. Stealing some grass. That sounds a little weird, but I think I got a few ways and few ideas of doing that. I'm going to try two different ways. One is I got a mod already that will allow me to mow anywhere and pick up the grass anywhere. Now that does not exactly count for fields like this one right over here. Is that grass? What is that? That is not grass. There's no way. Okay, it's oats. Okay. Like I was saying, now that won't count on an actual field owned by somebody, but that'd count on the land probably like right here where all these bushes are. I should be able to go through there, mow it, and pick it up. That's great. Should work out great. Should do great. Don't know. Well, there's also something else I want to attempt. I want to attempt to steal some grass from the contracts without even doing the contracts all the way through, and we'll see if that actually works a little bit later on. What I need to do is find a field worth mowing, and it's the same field. Once again, field 86. I don't know. I mean, it's the best price, and it gives me the biggest equipment, so why not? Take a look here, field 86. We will borrow all these items and get them delivered right over here to the field next to me. Now, looks like all this stuff did not spawn in over here, and they did give me 2 tractors this time around. Usually it's only 1 tractor. Kind of interesting there. Might have to use that John Deere, but I do like that JCB. Either way, I'm going to use one of them to pick up the grass off the field. Now, if y'all haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do yet, that is just pick up the grass and cancel the contract. I don't know what will happen there, how much money I will lose. I feel like I'll lose the leasing cost, but that's not bad, is it? And definitely stealing this grass is what's happening in that situation. Hey, we'll see what happens. I believe somebody recommended that in one of the comments, so I thought it'd be fun to give it a try. With the fast track here having the faster speed limit of 45 miles an hour, we're going to use it to cut through this field, head over to our farm, grab our pickup wagon, and then of course get a worker following behind this mower. Now I'm pretty interested to see exactly how much grass we get off this field because I've never got a full harvest of grass off this field. I've always just kind of taken the leftovers. Looking into the silo now, we got 144,371 liters of grass in there. Let's go ahead and write that down and see exactly how much we get off this field because I'm really interested to see how much grass I can steal this episode. Now, with having another tractor available, I don't know if I could use it to drive around mowing random grass like I mentioned earlier. I don't think I can because usually whenever you try to use this somewhere else, it says it's only for contracts. So I'm going to have to probably use my smaller John Deere. And now that I think about it more, I don't have anything to pick it up with because this one's actually going to be kind of busy. But I'm still going to give it a try, maybe after the contract is done. My original plan for stealing grass off of random areas of the map was to get a front mower and just pull the forage wagon behind it, picking it up, so I don't have to do an extra step of windrowing or anything like that. Maybe I might not do that because I don't have that forage wagon available, so we might end up getting a bigger mower and possibly a windrower, but I'm gonna start with a bigger mower and not a front mower. Ooh, look at this thing on sale, $203,000. Not quite there yet, maybe one day. I'm just going to go ahead and go with this old John Deere mower here, HX20. It's got a pretty good width to it, 6.2 meters, and of course get a windrower right after it, but $15,000, we will buy that. And I believe my money balance has been going up every single month with that passive income. That is nice. Well, that was fast. I just got a notification saying this thing needs to be unloaded. It appears to only have been almost 2 headlands around, and now it's full, so it looks like we're off to a very good start as far as how much grass we're going to get from this field. So far, 125,000 liters. Just wanted to do a little test here, make sure I can actually use this grass for my sheep, and looks like I can. Now let's go ahead and put it in the silo, keep doing that over and over again until I have successfully stolen all of that grass off that field. Now of course we gotta see if we get away with it, right? I mean, we'll see if they call the cops on us. Probably not. First thing I want to try with stealing some grass here is, can I just steal it off a field that's already there without doing a contract on it? And we got this field right next to our farm, and of course I'm going to remove this fence because I had to drive all the way down here. I don't want to have to drive all the way back down here to start if this actually works. Oh man, this is awesome. So it appears it actually works. I can just mow it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hopefully it will let me pick it up. That's the next thing, because it may just let me mow it but not pick it up and say, hey, I don't own this field. So let's try that before I get too far into it. But I do know it works on regular meadow grass. I've never actually seen it work on somebody's actual field. I feel kind of bad about stealing this, but also I don't really care. Now, next thing to do here is probably lease a forage wagon, but the more I think about it, I should probably just wait until I bring the other one over. I would like to buy it, but I don't have the money to buy it. That's why I was saying leased. So let's hold off on that for just a second. And hey, looky there, and that course plate needs to be unloaded. That is the forage wagon. We'll get it over here, dumped out, and then a little test run on the field I just mowed. That I don't own, that I don't do a contract on. I don't think it's going to work with the contracted tractor, but let's go ahead and give it a try first, see if it does work. And it appears to be working with this tractor. So this field right here, we do not own. We did not accept a contract for or anything like that. That is awesome. Now, I guess this is going to mess up my count a little bit as far as how much grass I steal off that other field, but I guess I can subtract that 2,640 from my grand total. Another question that's really on my mind that I'm asking myself is, can I use the crow mower on there? Because previously, whenever I tried to use contracted equipment on a field I owned, it would say I couldn't do it, only used on contracts. Well, this is not a field I own. Maybe it will work. Maybe I'll never return in this equipment. That might be a little too, you know what? I don't care. We'll see what happens. Here's the thing. I went ahead and brought the baler over here along with this other John Deere tractor. I figured it would give me a little bit faster of a mowing as long as it works. And now I see up there finished work and blocked by an object. That finished work is probably my mower, so I'm going to give that an attempt. And I also want to give it an attempt as far as hiring a worker on that field, see if that works. I do got the Chrome mower over here. Before I test that out, let's go ahead and knock out this sheep of the month. Pretty excited about this. Excited about them all. I don't know if I say that every time or not, but I'm excited about them all. This one, why I'm excited is because it's a newer person that I haven't seen on any of my other series, coming in on this series, watching, commenting. So it lets me know, hey, the channel's growing, bringing in new people. It's awesome. Love it. Thank you for the comment. This is going to be Leroy. And all I got to go off of is his profile picture on YouTube, which is him in a black lab. Looks like a black lab, I think. And there's one hunting video, so I'm going to assume with a lab, I'm hoping I got that right, and a hunting video, it's safe to say let's go ahead and make some sort of duck hunting picture. We'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty excited about that part too, making a hunting one. I don't think I've done that yet. Here's the thing. It let me make the course on course play for this. Let's go ahead and hit start, and it's dropping. Let's see if it works. I am really shocked right now. I should have been doing this a long time ago. It's working. Looks like I kind of got me an unlimited supply of grass as far as I keep stealing it, which I'll see how y'all feel about that in the comments. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe that's just a little too easy, but also I can do the contracts, make some money, and keep the leftover grass. So, hey, let's see what y'all say in the comments about this, because this is pretty interesting. I can't believe this works. Heading back to the silo now with our third trailer full here off that field, that large field that we've been mowing over and over again. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Let's have a fun little game. See if y'all can guess exactly how much grass I get off that field. I'm going to keep going away at it, picking that grass up. It's just repetitive over and over again. I'll let you know exactly how much that was, how many trailerfuls it was. And of course, get the field next to us mowed up with that nice Chrome mower. Maybe even pick that up too, we'll see. I only got one pickup wagon, so it may take a little while. And I will do that stuff off camera because it takes a little while. Well, hello and welcome in everybody. We are here on episode 12 on this $10 million sheep challenge, and we got a little bit of money in that top left there. You know, I've actually been forgetting to put that on there. Hopefully I remember to put it on there this time. And that balance up there should be at $25,845. Ooh, long ways away from $10 million, but it's going up. So let's go ahead and look at our equipment here that we used on a contract that we actually didn't even complete. We'll go ahead and return it first, and then I'll break down the numbers of everything we just stole from these other fields. Let's see, where is that contract thing? Right here it says we have an active contract that will pay us $32,000. All I did was mowed the field. I was supposed to bale the grass, wrap it, and make silage bales. Did not do that. I stole all the grass. Yeah, so let's cancel that. We'll see what happens. It says lose all payments. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to lose. Equipment is gone. Contract on field 86 failed. Over here on field 88 was a field that I didn't even own, didn't even have a contract on, and I ended up making bales out of it. We'll look at that right here. There are some grass bales, which altogether this should equal right around 280,000 liters, 43 bales total. And then I'm a little concerned here because field 86 shows as flashing down there in that mini map, and the grass is actually back. I don't know what happened there. Just says failed. Oh, collect. Okay, now it's not flashing anymore. Nah, I don't know. And the grass is back. Maybe I can wait another hour and do the same thing over and over again and just have an infinite amount of grass. But for some reason, the grass is back, and off this field here, we ended up getting almost 440,000 liters of stolen grass. Wow. Altogether here, 865,000 liters of grass is what we have in storage. I'm kind of thinking that might not be enough, but also that's quite a bit for the year. I always try to plan out for the whole year, so maybe it is enough. But I do know the requirement's going to go up quite a bit every single month as the pins get fuller, and probably add a few pins. But as of right now, our total grass value is at 43,000. But how much did I actually steal though? That's kind of what I want to know. How much was the value of what I stole? If I was to sell it all off as grass, that is a value of about $36,000, which is pretty good. But let's see what the max value of it is, because there's hay and then there's also silage that would have been the same ratio. I'm kind of interested to see what is the max value we just stole here. Well, yeah, I'm probably going to jail for a while now because I just stole $135,000 worth of grass. as long as it changes into silage. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe they'll try to file some civil lawsuit and come back at me, or maybe I got away with it. We'll see what happens. You know, I was kind of concerned we didn't have enough food for the whole year, and we actually don't. This bin right here, yearly food requires 702,000 liters. This one down here requires 106,000 liters. I mean, it will get the job done, but that number's going to go up, and we only have 865,000 liters. So not much, but we got nothing else to do this month. Probably not for the next few months. Let's just go ahead and sleep, move some animals around, look out for the best sell prices because we got to make some money somehow. Here's the reason I mentioned in the past I wanted to go to hay bales, because I didn't edit the file on this sheep bin at all, and I actually almost ran out of food. What are we at right now? Because I forgot all about it. We're down to 3,900 liters of food, almost out, and look at them running to that trailer already. Man, they must be hungry. The idea for the bales was I just drop them here, they go in there automatically, the leftovers stay here, and then they keep going in there as it empties out. That's the idea. Now there's a global goods transport pallet that would do the same thing. It's completely full now, 60,000 liters, couple bales left there. I could pile a few more there, just keep piling up, and let it keep filling itself up. But that's the idea behind the bales, and that's why I'm probably going to move towards the bales eventually. Got all animals taken care of, and it is now time to do the sheep of the month. And I got a funny story about this one here. This one's Mr. Z. Well, the name says Tom, I'm guessing Thomas 7557, but once you click on it, it says Mr. Z. Now his image, bald eagle, American flag print, pretty cool. I'm gonna make some patriotic looking sheep here, hopefully. But the cool story behind this Mr. Z thing is I had a school counselor named Mr. Z, and we messed with him so much. He had this small tiny little room, and every time I'd walk by his office and his door was unlocked, I would just turn the heat up like 1-2 degrees, or turn the AC down depending on the season. And you mess that up once, it stays like that all messed up throughout the whole day. It takes a while to get back to normal. Nah, it was always fun. Don't think you're the same Mr. Z, but never know. After sleeping through the night here, we got some floating grass bales. I believe all I gotta do is come up and click on them, or just maybe touch them with the tractor and it would have been fine. There we go. That's kind of how that's working, and that's kind of what the issue is with the global goods transport pallet for me, is it just doesn't go in there at all times. I got to come over, touch the pallet, and it goes in there. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but oh well, that works there. That works out great. Looks like our spawn points are starting to get pretty full. I'm going to go ahead and move that stuff out of the way. Don't think it's best sell time for any of it, but we'll just get it out of the way. Might need to look into getting some sort of pallet storage for all these pallets. I just absolutely love the physics in this game. I mean, just a floating pallet. I mean, where else can you see that? I mean, probably a lot of other games, but there's this one here. It was actually in the middle of falling down to the bottom layer, and it got strapped in somehow. That's fun. Now let's go ahead and get that storage in that I was talking about. Our money keeps going up every single month from our passive income, which is right over here, the greenhouses. They're making us some pretty good money each month on automatic selling. Yeah, I mean, it's going up. That's good enough, right? Here is what I'm going to go with. This is a bale pallet storage, some mod I got. I don't know, it says bale and pallet storage mod. But it holds 750 pieces, and it also has some storage in it and a little older beat up rustic look to it also. I mean, I like that. Don't need to go with anything super fancy, something super new. I mean, I would say this is actually pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. Got some storage in there, and I can zoom in just a little bit here, and you can see the X's over here. This is where all the pallets go in, but everything over here I can use as storage, and I believe the unload's right in here, which is a little bit of an issue because I have to back into it. And it's definitely an issue for late game once I start using a semi-trailer, but it gets the job done for now. Went ahead and turned those triggers on. That's what I was talking about right here. They just unloads right in there. It will be an issue if I'm using a semi-trailer, but small trailer right now, it does the job. I might never need to upgrade to a semi-trailer. I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually a little worried here because I just noticed I had something about sold animals. That's not right. I shouldn't be getting anything for sold animals because they should all be on overpopulating. 400 sheep in there. Well, how many does these hold? Wow. Oh, okay. Wow. That is absolutely crazy. They only hold 200 sheep. So, yeah, that's some money to our top left there. Let's take a quick look at that. We got our sold animals right there of $3,375. Let's go ahead and add that to the top left. Not yet, because we got some more to sell off. Well, looks like both our sheep pens are full, and I have 63 animals left. Let me figure out a way to get rid of those as far as sell them and make some money. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to lease some stuff. Now, whether I return it or not, it's kind of up in the air a little bit. But let's go ahead and just lease this semi, and we'll also lease a transport trailer to get those animals to the market. We are now down to our max capacity in both these pens, which is 200, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the prevent overcrowding, because I don't want that to happen on either one of these pens. They will actually just sell off automatically, and I'll see that little money go up every month in that finance tab, which will go up in our top left because these are sheep. Selling off sheep is making money towards our goal in the top left. But let's go ahead and drive these to the market, Let's see exactly how much we get for it. Not sure how much I got loaded up in here. I think 80 something possibly. And we'll see whenever I get there. But I'm kind of interested, like, where does this truck actually come from? You know, I never really use them much. I usually go with like the TLX. I just want to try something different, and this is what I had in my mod folders. Every time I use a truck like this, it's always for like logging or something, so it definitely looks a little weird with this setup. I don't know. Thought I'd try something different. I was actually kind of worried I'd have to back into the shoe right here, and yeah, no, that probably wouldn't go so good. I'm just kidding. I think I could have got it. It's going to allow me to sell them off here, I believe. Let's see here. I do have 63 lamb in here. We'll get those all sold off, do a little math, figure out exactly how much money we got. That should be going in our finance tab right now. I don't know. Hopefully it does. We'll see if it changes in just a second. But there's no fee here because I'm able to move them myself. And you can see in the top right there, there's a little bit of money made. Now let's check that finance tab. That should do the math for me, hopefully. Over here, sold animals, we're at $7,215, and that is exactly why I said let's not add it yet. Let's go ahead and add it now because that's all the animals we're selling this month. That's $7,215 and go up to that top left, and that should now be at $33,060. So close, so close. No, not really. But we're getting there, and I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I am actually glad to be back on here recording videos. I actually have not played this farm sim since June 20 something. It's been 2 weeks, and today is actually July 11th. It has been 2 weeks since I've actually played farm sim. Like I mentioned before, I was taking a little break there, spending some time with family, and I guess I've just been having a hard time getting back on it. Oh my gosh, are they dead? No, 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 no. No, no. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 13 on our $10 million sheep challenge, and we got some wool and some milk here. We're going to move over to storage, but this episode I'm pretty excited because we actually get to buy a house. We have not owned a house this whole entire time. I've been sleeping with the sheep. I mean, I guess they're kind of warm and itchy, I guess, but let's get out. And I think it's been 3 years. We'll look at that in a second. Here's what I'm gonna end up going with. This is the shed house. Like some more storage, but also a place to sleep. I mean, nothing fancy. There's some beds in there. We'll take a look at it in a second. Well, let's go ahead and drop that in right there. Do a little touch up to the road here. That way I can at least get to it and park there. I don't think I really got anything to park in here yet. Maybe I can put my semi in here, but it's no big deal. It's setting out by the sheep pen. You might have noticed it there in the background. But here is the living quarters, I guess, kitchen area. And nothing opens here as far as the fridge goes, but here are all the beds. Yes, I said all the beds because look at that, 4 beds. Now that's probably going to allow me to hire workers. I mean, I can hire workers anyways, but I like to have a little rule of I got a place for them to sleep. I don't know. I change those rules up all the time. But there we go. This is our little shed, little house. This is where I'm living. Pretty nice. Even got a nice view of the sheep. I believe this opens up. Right there it does. That's kind of why I put it so close to the fence, because I wanted that nice view here. Maybe they'll come over here and I can hand feed them. I should probably put a grass bale right here and just hand feed these ones. Almost out of our grass bale, so I'm out here topping it off with the loose grass, and I noticed something. I think our milk is at a really good sell time, and it's dark. I don't know if it's closed or not. At least I hope it's not closed. We'll see in a minute because I'm going to try to load up all the milk we have, take it over to wherever it needed to go. Let's see here. It says somewhere in here, milk bakery. That's where it needs to go. And go ahead and get that sold off. Got pretty much a trailer full here. Well, it's full of pallet wise, but one of those pallets is a partial. That's why it's only saying 96%. We're going to take that in, get it sold off, and then everything right there on the ground is what I got left. Maybe another trailer full. Let's see how much money we make. And of course, goes up to that top left. I was kind of worried it would be closed, but it looks like it is taking it, and it did take it all in one little pass right there for $11,801. A little bit less here on this trailer, not quite full, and we got 10,306 liters here. Let's go ahead and get this sold off, and then we'll do a little bit of math and change that number in the top left and see exactly where we're at. Maybe I'll be over $100,000. No, I doubt that. Or maybe I could be at the end of this episode. We'll see what happens. That's sold off there for $7,909. Now our number in the top left should be at $52,770 now, if I did my math right on the previous episodes leading up to this one. If I did my math right this episode too, I don't know. Sometimes I mess up, and I notice it in editing. We'll see. Oh man, I don't know. Every time I see that, just little by little going up, it's not like, yes, I'm getting closer, It's more like, what was I thinking? I don't know. $10 million, we'll see. Got to sleep our first night in our house here, and I was going to show y'all how long it had actually been. Let's look at that real quick. Totally forgot to, but we come in here to the statistics and look at here, 3 years. That's good, I guess, right? 3 years without a house? Not sure how accurate that is. I believe it starts off on 1 year, but oh well. And I did notice there was some animals sold, animal income coming up on there on the top right. Let's go ahead and look at that and add that to our top left because we shouldn't be selling any off manually as long as I change stuff around correct. I gotta check that stuff first too. Oh my gosh, are they dead? No, 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 no. No, no. They're sleeping, aren't they? They gotta be sleeping. Okay, health 100%. Ooh, man, I'm really worried. Man, they're just laying out there like they're dead. Okay. Looks like we didn't get much. Sold animals only $525. I believe I'm gonna make more money just leaving it on here selling automatically. I don't think it takes any fees or anything like that. Possibly. Now, the reason I'm keeping the trailer, that's gonna come in handy later on. Probably shouldn't keep it. I'll look at those leasing costs. Wait, never mind. I guess I can see it right here. $10,000? No, that's got to be the initial upfront cost. That can't be the daily cost. Either way, $525 top left. That puts our total at $61,204. We are making some pretty good progress this episode. Since we slept through the month, it's time to do another sheep of the month, and this one is going to be Wraith's Gaming Zone. He is a content creator, makes some farm sim content, good stuff. Y'all haven't checked him out, you can check him out. Find him somewhere in the comments. Hopefully he comments this episode. His profile does say, love hunting, NASCAR, dirt racing, love spending time with my kids. I'm kind of interested to do a NASCAR one, not gonna lie. Maybe I can do like some Ricky Bobby NASCAR Talladega Nights stuff. Shake and bake. And that is our sheep of the month. Let's go ahead and sleep another month away, I think. Wait a second. No, I really need to figure out something for more grass, because this ain't looking good. Looks like our reoccurring leasing cost is almost $2,000, $1,701 right there. That's not good. I think we need to do something about that because I don't believe I'm going to be needing to use that anytime soon. But you might be able to tell there we do have some sold animals. Let's go ahead and add that to the top left. That's going to put our total at $61,429 in that top left. With the large leasing cost there, really not that much, and I'm still profiting, but oh well. I'd like to profit a little more because we need to buy a field. But with that large leasing cost, let's go ahead and return the stuff I got leased. Not even sure if I made a profit on this stuff. I highly doubt it because 10,000 plus the 2,000 I've spent. Yeah, I don't think I made a profit on that at all. That was a huge waste of money. Looks like we're in the next month here, plus a 675 to the top left for animals sold there, bringing our total to 62,104. We are now in the month of January with the sold animal income there, taking us up to 63,529. And that's not all, because there is something that we can sell off for best sell price this month. We have about 1.5 trailer fulls of milk to sell off. Best sell price again, I believe the same spot. Let me double check that real quick. No, it's actually the sell everything. Good thing I checked that. Okay, let's head over to the sell everything. Make some money there. That's pretty nice. I like that sell point. Pretty easy to navigate through. Don't have to worry about running over hedges, hitting buildings, hitting people, or anything like that. Oh, for some reason, all that did not sell off. What is that? 5,684. Rest of that sold off there for another 4,502. Let's go get rest of it sold off, and then, of course, change that number in the top left. I was just thinking about it. Maybe I don't like this sell point because it does not seem to grab it all. I'll just have to undo that. Oh, don't fall off. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, it all sold though. $7,719. As long as I did my math right, we should be up to $81,434 in the top left. And I believe we more than doubled that number in the top left this episode. That's crazy. Looks like that might be something happening quite a bit, or I might just have to end up saving this stuff to sell off once a year maybe, instead of selling off as often as I am right now. But either way, that's really nice. I like it. We are now in the month of March, and I did skip over February there, and wow, that is a lot of money for sold animals, which that kind of brings me back to that one part where I did sell right around the same amount before. So I don't know. It's all set up automatically. Let's see here. $98,084 is our new total in the top left. But we have a huge problem. We're almost out of grass. Got 125,000 liters right here, and inside the silo here is a little under 90,000 liters. That is not enough to last the next month or so, month or two. We got to do something. I mean, $112,000, that's quite a bit of money, and plus I could easily make some more money from other things. But we need to get a field in because got some bad news. Ended up getting served some papers, and I am getting sued $500,000 for all that grass I stole. Damages, wear and tear on the equipment, and their loss of profits that kind of did like a snowball effect in their business. So it's not looking good. $500,000 lawsuit come my way. I'm gonna have to get a lawyer, figure that out, try to settle it for a lot cheaper than that because that's a lot of money. And as you can tell, we definitely don't have that. I don't even know if we have enough to settle it for even a cheaper price, unless they'll just take this $112,000, which that will leave us with no food for these sheep. Also, these sheep are not set up to be removed if the food does run out, so they'll just stop producing stuff. That's it. They'll stay here though. Maybe they'll just graze on the pens grass right there. And that is actually a mod somebody did recommend to me. I just haven't got around to it yet. I haven't been playing much of this game or been on. Maybe one day I'll remember to get to it. And I also need to remember to increase the capacity on these pens. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 14 on our $10 million sheep challenge, and it has been a minute since I have made a video for this series. I've just been so busy trying to wrap up that $0 to $100 million series, and it's done. I can't believe I can actually say that, but it's done. So I'm trying to get back over on this one. I actually thought about restarting it because it's been so long, but nah, let's just go ahead and try to finish this through. I think we got this. Now, last episode, I did mess up on the count. Good thing I took notes on all this stuff, or I wouldn't have remembered any of this, but I did mess up on the count, so our top left number should be at $90,175 now. Got a whole lawsuit thing I got to take care of. Can't get any grass from any contracts or stealing from other fields. And then we got a sheep of the month and a new channel member to mention. So let's get to it. Not only do I got all that stuff to take care of, looks like I got a bunch of milk and wool I need to probably move around too. And I did notice an issue. I was doing a little walk around before I started up this episode, and there's materials missing over here. Let's see if we can figure that out. Got to turn these back on. Luckily I can remember that button to change that on and off instantly. That's very weird because I haven't played much Farm Sim, honestly. It's been a while, and I don't know how often I'm going to release this series, but right here it does say we were missing pallets. So let's take a look at that. It looks like there's plenty of pallets in here, so I don't know what's going on. Let's see here. Is there something else I can do? F4, I guess? Well, maybe that's just a glitch or something. We'll, let's see here. Do I have upgradable factories mod on? Maybe that's the issue. Let's see here. Upgrade right there. Yes, I have been seeing issues with that mod. Maybe that is the issue. Let me back out, remove that mod. I'm just done with it. I noticed issues with it on my $0 to $100 million series, so I'm just completely done with it because apparently we have some pallets here. I don't know what's going on here. You know, before I do that, let's go ahead and buy one pallet. That's why I put that sell delivery trigger thing in right there. Let's go ahead and buy one pallet real quick and then see what happens. Come over here to pile pallets. Don't exactly want a whole pallet. We're just going to buy one for $50 and then, of course, a little delivery fee of $1. What? Nah, it's all good. I'll pay that $1 delivery fee so I ain't got to drive really far away. And this is supposed to just empty out into there. Ooh, what's going on? Thought I saw it loading in there. I guess I didn't see it loading in there. Nope, looks like it's not working. Let me get rid of that mod. Might have to reset this greenhouse over here, but I'll get it all taken care of. All right, I'm back in. Looks like the pallets are gone. Okay, let's try to fill this back up. Oh, I see a pallet on the ground right there or something. I don't know what's going on. There it goes. Okay, emptying right in there, and it is now running. Let me go ahead and top this off with pallets, get some wool and milk moved around. Don't know if it's best sell price yet. Might be saving that stuff till once a year maybe. Not sure yet. Here's the issue. We really need some money and fast because court is happening next month. Talked with my lawyer, of course, free lawyer. Told me I needed to buy a field of some sort if I want to keep my business afloat. That way I can keep getting grass because I won't be able to get grass from contracts or stealing the grass, obviously. So we got to get a field bought, and we don't exactly have enough money for a field that's already got grass on it. Maybe one really far away, but who wants to do that? Not best sell price, but let's go ahead and get these two items sold off right here, and then we might have to sell off that beller back there, which will be fine because that's really just for the contracts and maybe the tank back there too. But let's get everything checked out, everything sold off. Ooh, look at that all jumping in right there. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then we also have sheep of the month we're going to be doing here in a second, but let's see how much money we can make off of this product first and see if we can get that field bought. With this sell point having a little bit of an issue grabbing everything from the top row, I'm going to go ahead and just offload it completely. Let's see here. What's it say? Unload here. I did shift it over to the right side. Looks like it is all dumping in there. $13,421. Let me write that down. Make sure I do my math right this episode. Hopefully I'll get it right, but let's get everything sold off and then see our new grand total in the top left. Now this one here is actually a full trailer full. Last one had some partial pallets on it, so this should be our max price we'll get off of this. $17,982 there. Another 100% full trailer. Let's go ahead and unload that and see how much that gives us. $17,983. Of course, I don't think it changed at all. Not sure. I can't remember what the last number was, even though it was just a minute ago. This right here is everything we have out of storage, so I'm gonna go ahead and load up everything I can. Hopefully it all fits in one. I didn't want to just sell off that little bit of wool I had left there by itself, but it looks like I'm gonna have to sell it off by itself anyways because we got 3 pallets of wool left. Now I can't remember if the wool actually had an issue. I think it was really just the milk that had an issue selling everything off, but oh well. We'll do it this way right here, and that gave us $12,037. It says sold milk. I wonder how that shows up underneath the finances because I guess there is an option for sold milk. Here's the last little bit of it. 3 pallets of wool. That sold off for $3,372. Now our grand total in the top left should be, I have no idea because I actually forgot to write down a few of these, so I'm gonna have to watch the recording and figure that out. Give me a second. After reviewing the replay on this down, I figured out we ended up making $64,795, bringing that top left total up to $154,970. Now that is pretty nice, quite a bit of money. I thought last episode I broke 100,000. Nope, that's this episode. I don't know what I did last episode and messed up so badly. Now that is not enough money. Our grand total on top right, 176,000. That's not enough money for the field I want to buy. Let's take a quick look at that, which field that is. It's actually gonna be the one right next to us. Now I'm probably gonna regret this because it's got a big old hill on it, but it's the cheapest one, $243,000. This one over here is $299. Our original one we started with all the way over here is $269. I guess I could go with number 8. That ain't too far of a drive, but I don't want to drive that far either. But I do want to go with one that has grass already on it. That way I don't have to buy any other equipment or lease any other equipment. Just kind of trying to prepare myself for this lawsuit so it doesn't break our business here and make us lose this challenge. So to help us get a little bit more money, hopefully enough money, let's sell this off right here. We will click sell, and that's going to sell for, what is that, $43,337. Now that does not look like enough money. That's not good. Let's see if I can figure something else out. With the pending legal actions against me and this being kind of a small town, everybody knows who I am. So I'm not able to go to the bank and get a loan, unfortunately. So we're going to have to end up buying this piece of land right here. Now, hopefully my reputation here in this town does not affect the price of this land. It's not going to. But let's go ahead and purchase this piece of land right here for the money we got. This is going to be field number 8. It's actually also farmland number 8. I like how it matches up right there. Sometimes I don't, and it drives me crazy. But we'll go ahead and buy this for $148,608. That is ours now. Now, we do have a little bit of money left over, $71,151 left over. Maybe I didn't need to sell that baler off, but I guess I really got no use for it if I'm not making silage somewhere. Oh, man, hay bales. That was the use. That was the use for it. Hay bales. Man, I definitely lost out on that one. But next month is my court date, so let's find out what happens next month. Unfortunately, working on a farm, still got a bunch of work to do. You cannot let your personal life get in the way of taking care of your animals or crops or anything like that. So let's go ahead and take care of all these animals, get them fed, move some products around, maybe even sell some off. But either way, you got to get all that done before we head in for court. Also, we did sell some animals automatically. Let's see how much that was to update our top left number. Looks like sold animals here was $3,750. Now that's going to take our top left number up to $158,720. Here's a big issue I was really worried about, which I'm worried about a lot, as you can tell watching this series, is running out of food. 2,520 liters of food left in this sheep pen. That is not good at all. But we got a little bit left. Let's see how much we're left over with after I get done feeding this pen and the other one. Animal pens are completely topped off now with 57,404 liters left of grass feed. That's not even enough for a month, but I believe our grass field we just bought is ready to harvest, and we won't be able to do that until after the court date. Let's head into court right now, and of course all I got to drive is this tractor, so nice long drive into town, and I'll find out what the verdict is today and see what our fines are. If I remember correctly, they're wanting to charge us $500,000 for all the damages and losses. I ain't got no $500,000 obviously, so we'll see exactly what happens there. We're on our way to mow our field now. Court is all over with, and I'm not locked up, thankfully, but $85,000 in the top right there, that didn't change any, but something did change. There's now a $250,000 loan in my name, and I did look up some lawsuit loans. Apparently that's a real thing. I don't know any of this legal stuff. So hopefully my wife doesn't look at my search history and start freaking out that we might have a lawsuit against us. But no, trying to do a little research, make it as accurate as possible. And I couldn't figure out how long the loan lasts for, so I just made it 5 years. We'll take a quick look at that. Let's get over this field first and take a look at that. Looking at the loan up here, I don't like highlighting it too much. It seems like it's a little harder to see for me. It's probably harder for y'all to see in the video. So this is right up here. Current loans, 3.7% interest rate. I feel like that's pretty low for a lawsuit repayment loan type thing, but oh well. $4,640 per month, 60 months. That's 5 years, $250,000. Now we did end up settling in court for $250,000, half the original lawsuit price of $500,000. And I am on probation for the next year. During that probation, I'm not allowed to still grass or do anything bad like that. Also, I am banned from taking any contract work for the next year. I thought it'd be permanent, and it might be. Maybe some of these workers do not want me to work for them. I'll have to earn their trust back. But all we got right now is this field right here, $85,000 and some hungry sheep. So let me get to working on this. Now this field here is not 100%. There's no fertilization to it, no lime, don't even got the soil samples or anything like that. So this is not going to be that good of a yield, most likely. Most likely not. But that is going to wrap up this episode. We're all done here with this lawsuit. It's all settled, kind of in the past. I mean, I'm going to have to pay that loan for a while. And we'll see if I can actually end up getting back to earning the trust of the locals. Don't know. We'll find that out in a future episode though. But hold up. We're not done yet. I actually forgot the sheep of the month and the new channel member that I was going to cover for another sheep of the month. Now we'll go ahead and go right into the new channel member. That is the Herd, great content creator. He makes some awesome roleplay stuff. So go check him out if you haven't already. Man, I tell you what, he's top notch. Personal opinion, I like him a lot better than I do Scroft. I mean, be honest with you, I don't know. I just never got into catching up on Scroft's videos, I guess. But the Herd, I've been following him ever since he was a smaller channel. Still a small channel, so it's great for you to jump in, catch his early work right now, and watch him grow because he is growing and growing fast. So the Herd, hey, thank you for becoming a new channel member. Really do appreciate it. Now, this is going to be the sheep of the month here. Well, another sheep of the month. And this one is actually Riley. I don't know if this is the kid because according to the YouTube's videos and stuff you got, there's a little girl on there. Now, I don't know if this is the kid watching, the little girl watching, or the father, because I think I see a father on there too. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you don't want to put that out publicly. No worries. Don't let me know. You can also hit me up on Discord. The thing I want to bring up about that is kids watching this content. That does happen quite a bit. I definitely do try to keep this PG rated. I don't like cussing in real life either. So, or anything negative like that. I don't like to do anything like that. With that being said, my $10 million chicken challenge I did over on my other channel previously, I had a kid who was actually watching it, I think every night before bed, and his name was Noah. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. That was like my first kid watching. I didn't realize kids wanted to watch this stuff. My kids don't even want to play this game. So I was really surprised by that, and to have a little kid like that look up to me and everything and watch the videos, I was like, okay, let's do something special for Noah here. So ended up doing a lot of special stuff for Noah and even helping his father out quite a bit too. So I stayed in touch with him on Discord, still do message every now and then. Haven't seen him or talked to him in a while. I should probably reach out to him again. With that all being said, if Riley actually does watch, let me know. You can let me know on Discord, let me know in the comments, and then we can try to do something special for the kid. So really do appreciate you watching, commenting, all that. And speaking of the comments, if you want to become sheep of the month, drop those comments in there. I'll get to you eventually. I can't remember when Riley's first comment was, so it was in there somewhere. Either way, now we're done with the episode. I really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.